Hello, everybody. Welcome to After the Credits, episode 135, the show where we play the intro twice. Holy shit, it's crazy. Welcome to the show, everybody. It feels good to be back. I'm feeling good today. Good. I have good vibes today. This is one of the biggest shows we've had in a minute. I
Yeah.
feel like it's been a very slow summer in terms of like TV shows and stuff. Outside of news, it's been a big news summer.
Mhm.
But man, we have today a series premiere. We
Yes.
have a season finale, and what seems to be, as of very recently in the last hour or so, potentially a series finale.
Oh.
So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. I don't know if you've seen the latest statement
I've
from
not.
Jack Quaid, but Jack
Oh
Quaid has made a
no.
comment that doesn't sound too good. I feel like statements like that are usually said once you hear some bad news.
It
So
does sound like everybody's saying goodbye instead of see you later, which is unfortunate.
it is unfortunate, but what is not unfortunate is we are back with another episode. I'm joined by my good friend and co-host, and is that Spider-Man on your show,
This is
Taz?
it is Spider Punisher.
Oh, very
The
relevant.
latest, yeah, the latest T-shirt to arrive from Civil Regime. No promo code,
Mm,
unfortunately, but they had a really cool Spider-Man Brand New Day collaboration. So I had to get
okay.
this one. This was one of those things where you have to be on the site the moment it drops. And I signed up for the early access, and it's like it drops. Say if it drops at 12 o'clock, I was on the site at 11:58 with it just locked, loaded, ready to go. So I'm
Mhm.
glad I got it.
Very relevant right now with
Yeah,
Spider-Man just had $2 billion
2 billion. Yeah,
at the box office. Yeah,
let me
it's
tell you
crazy.
something. That movie's going crazy.
It's going crazy. No, it's been a crazy couple weeks, guys. But yeah, we have all those shows to talk about. Not to mention D20 freaking 3 was this week, which I've talked about it already. I've already done I did the Jordan stream, plus I've done 2 streams post that, kind of talking about it on my gaming channel. I've already covered it quite a bit, but Taz hasn't. We haven't talked about it
Yeah,
together yet, and I feel like there's a lot of these big updates.
yeah. I feel like so I was so just out of the loop when this was going
Mhm.
on. I was just chilling at home, hanging out, and I just see my phone start blowing up. I see you guys on stream blowing up, and I'm like, what is going on? X-Men castings left and right, trailers
Mhm.
dropping that I didn't even think would be made public. There was so much stuff. And
It was
yeah,
crazy.
I don't even know if I absorbed everything. So you're going to have to fill me in on some stuff. So
Sure, sure. But let's say hi to our amazing chat. Chat's booming today, by the way.
it
Thank you guys so
is.
much. Thank you everyone who's stopping in. Um, hello, howdy, folks. Hello, Zazman. How's it going? I'm not going to read that yet, just for spoilers. But
Spoilers.
he hates something. He hates
I
something.
hate
I should read
spoilers,
these.
man. Yeah, what the heck?
I should read these before. I don't mind spoilers later, but we're gonna keep it
Yeah.
non-spoiler until we get to the spoiler section. I saw the third MCU film is scheduled for November 18th, 2029. I guess 2 to 3 MCU is the normal after Secret Wars. Yeah, they revealed. Actually, was it November or was it September? Because I saw a September one earlier that got announced. But yeah, they're already working towards 2029, which makes
Yeah.
sense.
I
They
saw the
got to start.
2028 slate, but
Mhm.
not the
Yeah, there
2029
was a
one.
thing today that was like September of 2029. They opened up a slot
Oh,
for it
okay.
for that year, which kind of makes sense. Like they would be mapping out the next couple years post Secret Wars around
Yeah.
now. But if that is true, that would be the first ever September Marvel movie ever released ever. They've
Really?
never released a movie in September,
Interesting.
which is interesting. 3 films is the sweet spot in my opinion. I agree if we are done with shows. I was thinking about this earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
if we're no longer doing these live action shows, fine with 3 movies. That's
Yeah.
that's fine with
Because you
me.
got your, beginning of the year, your January through March release, March, April release. Then you've got a summer release, probably June, July, August, and then a fall, October through December release, which is a nice spread. And you're not competing with yourself at all. And then you also get to kind of cover the
Yeah,
three big times of the year for movies to release as well, which is very nice.
I would agree with that. Jumping around in chat to make sure we say hello. Let me say hi to everybody. When Marvel fan says hello.
Hello there.
Cameron's in the chat says, "Hey Darren." Hello, Cameron. Chris says, "Hello, Darren and Taz." I believe my Monday have been busy, so I've been missing credits more than I'd like. Well, thank you for being here. It's
Glad
great
you're here.
to
Yeah.
it's great to have you back, and no worries. Darren's beard has evaporated. It has. It was getting crazy, and I'm getting a haircut soon anyway. But I'm like, the beard needs to go. We need. It's
little reset.
Yeah, but now it's weird because I don't like it too long, but I also don't like this. I feel naked. I feel like I feel bare, but we'll be good in like a week's time. A week's time, it'll be like perfect.
Darren, I propose a competition, a beard competition.
Oh,
so here's what we do. So in November, we both shave October 31st. October 31st.
Okay.
And then we see who grows the longest beard by the end of November throughout all of No Shave November. And whoever has the longest beard is crowned the Beard King.
Okay, all right. Well, think about it. I don't typically shave. I don't typically shave during the winter. I like my December big beard, so I'm not like using in the cold. Just saw Spider-Man for the third. Heck yeah, you helped beat that $2 billion mark. X-Men 2028. We'll be talking about that here in just a second. Do you see Doomsday has already outpaced Brand New Day ticket sale? It's going to be a big, yeah. I think Spider-Man helped that. I think everyone being in love with both Spider-Man and the announcements that came at D23. They're like, I don't like saying it because I think people overuse the phrase, but to say like Marvel's back, I think is a nice phrase.
I think
right
it
now.
is.
Yeah, I think
it
like
is. After Comic-Con and now D23 and Brand New Day, Doomsday coming out, Secret Wars hype, like
Thunderbolts last year, Fantastic Four last year. Like we're on a good ride.
we might be back. It's like it's one of those like the circle is like we're so back, it's so over. We're so bad. Like that's just the
every month
the cycle.
Okay, like we are back on a consistent trade, and I think that's something you couldn't say because it was always like it's great, it's not great, it's great, it's not great, and now it's like they're pretty great for a minute. Like the last several things have been really good.
I might have made a grave mistake by not pre-ordering Doomsday tickets, but we'll see.
I don't know what I'm doing 4 months from now. That's
exactly because I don't.
Insane to me.
Right, like I don't know what my schedule is. I don't know if will I be available to go opening night or do I have to wait for the weekend? Like what's going on there? So I don't know. It's gonna have to be closer. Like I don't like buying tickets more than like a month or so out. Like I think that's a safe bet.
Like I never used to have to. Like our spot was like, but also I guess most of my time going to movies has been during COVID, which. Hasn't I guess I just haven't experienced the highs of it outside of like Infinity War and like Endgame, but I didn't have to order tickets for those. It was just
like I went to I just like did my tickets a few weeks early. I went to the like opening night fan events. I got my little collectible coin for both of those, but now it's kind of insane. How does that work? Because you have the movie pass, right? That you can go see like unlimited movies.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So how does that work for pre-ordering tickets? Like, are you able to pre-order or? Okay.
Yeah. You have to pay like there is a slight. I think it's like $2 to like pre-order to get your stuff early. To like reserve seating, but still not bad. It's not bad. Let's see. Do Sony films count toward? No. Sony's on a different schedule.
No, because like next year we have technically one MCU movie, but. There's a second Marvel movie with Spider-Verse 3. So,
yeah. Hello, Cody. How's it going, buddy? Lots of comments today. Thank you guys so much. We can't go through all these. I'd love to, but we do have a pace show today. Trying to look for. Yeah. No, we'll try to read some more comments as we get through kind of our first main topic today. But I do want to get into it because, again, D23 happened. I'm going to pull up an image. Now, this isn't even everything that they announced. This is just the biggest stuff. Like, there were some things like the Bluey movie got a trailer and, like, Percy Jackson got a trailer. I tried to keep it, like, semi-relevant to stuff we talk about on here. But, again... keep in mind, if there's something not on here you guys want us to talk about, you can comment it. We'll try and get to it. But this is an image I made
Okay.
from stuff over at D23. And I guess I just would kind of give us the floor about anything on this list that we want to talk about. I figured we might start with what I think is the biggest announcement, which is the X-Men cast, right?
To me, my X-Men.
I don't think I've like comprehended it. Like, I don't know. It's been so much rumors over the last couple months of like a lot of this cast, it might, could be some of them, but it's all still rumor in my head. Like I haven't comprehended.
Yeah, it really hasn't really sunk in. And I think going
X-Men.
Yeah, and and here's the thing too, is going into D23, I think kind of in our circle we all we wanted it to be announced, but we were also content with the fact that we're still so far out from the X-Men movie actually coming out. The focus needs to be on Doomsday, Secret Wars, that sort of thing. You don't want to confuse audiences with the fact that the Fox X-Men are going to be a big part of Doomsday. So I kind of had come to terms with the fact that we weren't going to get any casting announcements, or at least no announcements that we haven't already heard, right? Like I was thinking Jean, Scott, and Emma Frost. Like that was probably all we were going to see there because they had already been revealed and announced. But to get this is like half the cast here. We got half the cast and the villain.
Yeah. All right, let's just go through these really quickly. So first we have Maya Boyd as Storm. I'm going to assume you are not aware of Maya Boyd.
No. What is she from?
That's the fun thing. She isn't.
Okay.
Maya Boyd.
I thought there was something
done a movie before.
Oh, okay.
Never
well,
been
great.
In a movie before. She is a Broadway actress. She does plays and such, and I think that is such a good call. Storm being a character that's known for monologues and these
like very theatric.
Yeah, like what a great idea to be like, let's get someone who has a history in doing that. Obviously has a history with acting, just maybe not in the way you would typically think. I think that's
right.
Incredible.
And I like them going for more relatively unknown or like rising stars. And I know that this isn't a completely unknown cast, but it's people that are on the rise more so.
All these people will be known for these characters for the rest of their lives. Like even Sadie Sink, who is known for Max up until this point, will be Jean Grey for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
like,
I think
people won't think of Max in
oddly enough,
3
in
years.
minus 5 to 10 years, nobody's gonna remember that she was on.
She's
like, oh yeah, she was on that Netflix show.
Yeah. Of course, Kit Connor was officially confirmed. It was
Yeah.
Deadline said it was Kit Connor, but it's officially Kit Connor, which I am.
Yeah.
It was one of my fan castings. I'm really happy it's him. Of course, Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. No shock there, but it's nice to officially be like. I mean, technically, you could have, Secret Wars. It's a new actress for the new. They technically could have, but it's officially Sadie Sink, Jean Grey.
It was also nice seeing her actually be able to talk about the character and like talk about being in the movie. Like, I'm Jean, cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like she was the one that actually talked the most out of everybody. Which was a very nice contrast to the very secretive Brand New Day press run.
Sure. The shock of the night, Indy Navarrete as Rogue, which it's not shocking that she's in the movie. It's shocking that she's Rogue. Like when they said that, I was like, what the hell? Which I'm very grateful for. I think I talked about it on here previously. I did not see Mystique. I did. Not that she couldn't do it, but it like. If we were doing young Mystique, you couldn't very easily do Rogue and Nightcrawler and stuff. So I was like, I want an older Mystique. I want them someone in her 30s, 40s, maybe.
Charles more in the same. Right. Yeah. Like Charles or even Emma Frost is, 10 years older than the rest of the cast too. So.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with that. I know she's the most controversial one right now. I know people are saying she's too short or she doesn't have the accents. I think she's gonna do it. I think she's gonna do a good job. I think.
Here's the thing, right? Is so her, I guess, rise in stardom has been very quick recently, But obviously, we've known her for a while now because of Superman and Lois, and
Yeah.
we've always known that she's a great actress because of that show. And it was great to see her in a big movie that actually kind of propelled her forward and like showed everybody else like, yeah, she can do it. And I think making her a main cast member like this, especially with how important they've made Rogue in X-Men 97, how important she was in the original X-Men films to an extent. I think they have a really good opportunity to do something different on screen with this character now that we have somebody that we can also kind of like, oh, yeah, they're a little bit more recognizable, but we can go a different direction where, again, you kind of separate character from actor and kind of blend into the actual role itself.
Yeah. Yeah, and like also I think like I do think Obsession is probably why she got this role. I think
Oh,
like
for sure.
Rogue is someone that needs to take on these various personalities of these
Mm-hmm.
various people she's taking on. And I think Obsession is that of someone that's
Yeah,
literally taking on this
very
other
much so.
personality.
And
So
that was
I
the
bet-
argument for Mystique in a way too, but the fact that Mystique was such a big character in the like First Class films, it makes sense because I don't think she would have been as big of a player if she was Mystique versus now being Rogue. She's got some big stuff that's going to happen.
Also just like yeah, like I would not be shocked if like one of the casting directors or even Kevin watched Obsession was like
Get her now. Well, I mean, she in that interview she talked about talking with the director.
Yeah.
Of yeah, it like which is so funny that it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna like openly talk about this stuff.
And I think they're very smart. Like I would not be shocked if Kevin was like, okay, in an upcoming interview, just say you want to be Mystique. Just
throw out any other random X-Men character.
Yeah.
Just throw them off the scent.
Yeah, and that was smart.
I think I love this casting the most because it was so out of left field. Like we kind of assumed she'd be in the movie, but just the fact that it's a character that we didn't expect.
A great surprise.
Yeah.
Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. We kind of knew this as well, but it's officially confirmed. And then Christopher Abbott. I don't really know Christopher Abbott. Do you know Christopher Abbott?
I don't. Actually, so when this all came out, I was like looking through all of them, and I showed the cast to my girlfriend actually, and she was like, "Oh, I've seen him in something." Like she actually likes him a lot. So that's our vote of confidence there. So I'm
I know
down.
the name. He was in The Sinners, Sanctuary, Catch-22. Wolfman was actually not popular, but it came out last year. Yeah, he's in a lot of modern movies, but nothing that I've
seen.
Oh, he was in another Marvel movie, I guess.
Oh, right, I did see he was in Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven the Hunter. I did see Kraven the Hunter.
I think I've literally up until every stream I've watched the Nando v Movies video on the topics, and I just got to this part where he was like, yeah, he was in Kraven, so they could do a Secret Wars thing where Professor X meets his character from Kraven. Nobody would understand it.
He's dating Aubrey Plaza. Okay, all right, we can get some
interesting.
Death.
Professor X is
yeah, heck yeah, man, heck yeah. And then they didn't list it here for some reason, but
the big one.
Did they put it down here or something? Nope, they didn't.
Hold on. I got some cool fan art. I'll show you.
Okay.
If I can find it.
We got Mr. Adam Driver as.
Yeah, it's from.
Did you see the mix-up? Did you see the video that he sent out, or that they showed? So they had a video of him because I guess he couldn't make it to a D23, but
yeah.
He did a video being like, I'm Magneto. Just kidding, I'm not Magneto. I am, said actor, or I'm said person. Alias of Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister, yeah.
But then a bunch of people they typed out their posts too quickly, and they're like,
oh, and they said that he was Magneto.
And we're like,
yeah.
On stream there was two different reports coming out. We're like, wait, is he Magneto or is he Mr. Sinister? It was Mr. Sinister, obviously.
Yeah. Which I think is great. And have you seen the theory that basically he took this role to propel the possibility of the Hunt for Ben Solo movie actually coming out, which I think that'd be a good deal. That'd be a great deal for him. But also he could be around for a while as Mr. Sinister. He could be a one and done villain, but I feel like he also could stick around for a while.
I
Artwork
think,
by Boss Logic, by the way. The
yeah,
GOAT.
I think that's the perfect medium ground for like Adam Driver, because I don't see Adam Driver as someone that wants to do this forever, like
Yeah,
in the
for like 15,
MCU.
20 years. No. And I
Like,
think Magneto would have been that commitment. So I think this was probably the only way to get him.
I think Magneto was that commitment. The rumors of Reed Richards was also that, where it's like, do you want to do 5 Fantastic Four movies and all the Avengers movies and
Save
all
the
the,
Hunt for Ben Solo.
like, yeah, no, I think this is perfect, because like he could do 1 movie, he could do 3 movies. It's kind of up to him and how much we can get him. But yeah, that's our cast. I'm very happy with it. Very content. The like synergy is back. It's cool that we can cast all these up and coming actors and have them play these roles. And it's, I don't know, it's just the like energy of the phase 2 and 3 stuff is like back to me, where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited for everything again. It feels great. Let's read some of these really quickly before we move on. I hope Mr. Sinister is the villain of Phase 7 in several movies. I actually don't hate that. I actually don't hate going back to like kind of like what Loki was for Phase 1, where it's like, it's not like quit the like this is the villain for the whole saga. Like, quit that. That's stupid. Go back to like, here's a villain for a phase, and like he's in 2 or 3 like X-Men movies throughout the phase or whatever. Like I do like that idea. And Sinister could even be like an Avengers villain if you really want him to. Like, I feel like you could.
I mean, Sinister gets up to some sinister stuff, so
yeah,
he could definitely be a player for a while.
Absolutely. All right. Do you see anything else on this page that you want to talk about next? I have a feeling I know which one you really want to talk about.
Yes, I do, but let's finish Marvel first, and then we'll get to it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's complete that.
Doomsday had a new trailer.
Doom.
This was the trailer they showed at San Diego Comic-Con. It's very interesting, the like domino effect this movie has had, because they showed a trailer at CinemaCon back in March. Okay. And so the trailer they showed at CinemaCon, we got around Comic-Con, the like couple days before Comic-Con, which was the first trailer. And then a couple days later, they showed this trailer at Comic-Con. And now the trailer they showed at Comic-Con, we are getting at D23. Like, it's just like this like leftovers thing where like they got it first, now you guys get it. They got it first, now you guys get it. It's very interesting. I don't know how you feel. This is my favorite piece of the Doomsday marketing thus far. It's what I liked about the first trailer, but I thought edited better, in a trailer that looked better with a tone that felt more menacing and like, oh shit, all right, let's do this. I was a big fan of this trailer.
I was too. Again, it was a lot of the stuff that we had seen in those leaks, so it's still like, I don't know, it had that like unfinished look to me in a lot of ways, and it's hard for me to separate, because again, there was so much like fake stuff and AI stuff going around. Like, it just looks like a big jumbled mess of a lot of that. Like, I have no doubt that the movie's going to be good, but it's just tough for me mentally sometimes to separate the two of them. Like, okay, this is an actual trailer. It just looks like, is it bad to say it looks like fan fiction in a lot of ways? Like, I mean, it kind of, like, I'm not hating on the trailer. I think it looked good. I think it got me hyped. But it just, there's a lot of just like, I don't know, just unpolishedness to it, if that's any way to put it. Again, like, the story itself looks good. I'm just still not convinced by the effects in a lot of ways. Okay. Like, Doom standing out in this big barren wasteland, rising up all of the all the Sentinels and everything. And I know the trailers. I just saw Lance put this out. I know the trailers or the teasers and the trailers are never finished. I know. And it's, again, less of the CG and everything looking unpolished. It's just the fact that we have seen now the like VFX like blocking and everything So it just, again, it's tough to separate that mentally. However, again, I think story wise it looks good. It just, I just hope it's good. I hope that it's not just like all of these things that we quote unquote want to see for the sake of fan service. You know, I think that is my biggest thing, and that has been my biggest issue with MCU stuff as of late has been the overuse of cameos and going into fan servicey things, which is why I've liked things like Brand New Day or Ironheart to an extent, or there are things in those in those movies and those shows that are very different. Or even, I know we'll get to it, like Vision Quest. It looks very different than everything else. Like Doomsday to me, it just looks like Endgame, but they replaced Thanos with Doctor Doom in a lot of ways, right? And again, this is not to hate on it. This is not to say I didn't like the trailer, because I did. I agree with you. I think that this is the best tease that we've gotten for it so far. But in a lot of ways, too, I want them to be done now. I don't want to see any more. I feel like we've already seen too much in a lot of ways. I feel like we know too much.
I feel like we haven't scratched the surface what's in that movie.
I hope not.
I think they're hiding a lot. I think I agree with you in the final bit. Like I think the shot with Thor and Doom still looks a little like
it looks a little rough.
unfinished.
It looks a little
I'm also wondering, and I would talk about this last time, but I do think maybe other people are in that shot, which may be why it looks so weird. Like I'm wondering if there's people behind him or something that they've
maybe
blurred out or something. We'll see. My favorite trailer of the night, I think. Well, that's not true, but my favorite Marvel trailer of the night was Vision Quest.
Yeah.
Just great stuff. Looks like a great show, man.
It does. I mean, continuing on from what they set up in WandaVision and Agatha, I think those have been two of my favorite projects. And I really liked Scarlet Witch in Multiverse of Madness as well. I think that whole arc being told there, then continuing it on into Vision Quest as well, the theories and possibilities that maybe some of that stuff will then go into Doomsday as well, because there is a big comic connection there as well, as maybe Scarlet Witch is somebody that could help with our Doom problem, whether it be in Doomsday or Secret Wars. But I love the fact that Vision Quest stylistically looks like WandaVision season 2. You know, and I think again is that to me has been the most unique, the most stylized, the most artistic thing that Marvel has put out since Infinity War and Endgame. And with Vision Quest again being one of those kind of like trippy, you don't know what's really reality or not kind of things. And then them now bringing back, of course, as well, bringing back Ultron, James Spader, like that's a win right there as well.
Yeah. No, it looks great. It looks like a great show. It looks like a great theory crafting show. I'm still holding out in my hearts of hearts. There's some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tie-in somewhere in here. Give me AI Phil Coulson popping up or something.
Oh, gosh.
But, yeah, I don't know. It looks great. I'm excited. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man had a panel. I'm sorry, Spider-Man had a panel the following day, which was, you had the CEO there himself, Mr. Ned, and Feige was there as well. They talked about Brand New Day a bit. They did some, I think they did something with Spider-Man 3, the game, perhaps. They did some like little, I think they did some comic stuff, but they also showed off.
Yeah, they basically said that Spider-Man 3 is in production too.
Yeah, they said, like, hey, it's, which I would hope they would get updates soon, because my thing was like, okay, once we get Wolverine, they'll probably then start pushing Spider-Man. That just makes sense. Is Vision Quest weekly? I hope so. As far as we know, it's a weekly show. I think it'd be a mistake for it not to be, personally, but we'll see. But that is now coming out in January of 2027, which I think is the move. Like I was upset about it at first, but then I start thinking about it for just literal seconds, and I was like, okay, so Spider-Man's out right now in theaters, so they're not going to want to overstuff you with Spider-Man, right? They're going to want to separate it a little bit. Vision Quest starts in October, which is about a month at this point, month and a half at this point. And that's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. So that's going to go through November. And then we get Doomsday, right? Not to mention Lanterns on like the other side of the pond. This is going to be airing as well. When would they have had this come out? When would this have been able to release?
It wouldn't have been. It would have been. It
no
would have been
time.
too packed. Yeah. They would have either had to drop it all at once or very abbreviated, like a half and half drop, or I can't even remember. What did they do? I think they did 3-2-3 or something like that.
It was like 3 or 4 weeks of like triple. It was, how many episodes did it have? 10? I think it was like 3.
Yeah, it was like, it might have been like 3-2-3-3 or something like that.
I think it was like these like 3 episode drops or something like that. Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, maybe they'll do it weekly this time around. Also, there's not that much coming out next year, so I think it's actually smart to be like, hey, save this one for next year.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be good to start the year off strong with another animated show. Yeah.
I think how you felt about, and before I say this, I'm going to say clearly I have no room to talk because I'm not caught up with this character, but I think how you felt about Doomsday is how I felt about Ahsoka.
Interesting.
Like Ahsoka was like the fan service, the trailer, where it's like, hey, look at all the characters we have. It's like,
oh man, but it looked so good. In this poster too. Poster's great. They gave us everything in here. You got your Rebels characters. You got Ezra, aka Jabba the Hutt. You've got, obviously, our boy, Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, Mr. Hayden Christensen himself back. We've got some flashback stuff to Clone Wars. We've got the young Ahsoka. We've got our, older Ahsoka in present day and everything. Again, as somebody who is a massive Clone Wars fan, a massive Rebels fan, a massive prequel fan, this is just taking all of that and scrunching it into one show. It's like a spiritual continuation of 2 animated series, plus we're getting some post Return of the Jedi stories that we never got in the standard numbered sequel trilogy, right? Sure. I think in a lot of ways this is going and kind of making up for what we didn't get there, right? And there's so much room for other things to pop up too, like a Cal Kestis cameo, or more of our classic characters popping up again from Clone Wars and Rebels, possibly an Obi-Wan cameo at some point. I know there was rumors even before when this was originally filming as well, that possibly even Natalie Portman as Padme would have some sort of role in there as well. Like I hope that there's a lot of surprises to this season, and I think there are going to be, with the fact that they are so open and upfront with showing us Anakin in the trailer. Like they're like, okay, Anakin was kind of the big thing last season, but he's just a part of it now. Like it's just he's here. Anakin's there. I did see some funny stuff of like Anakin barely visited Luke and never visited Leia. So, but he's visiting Ahsoka like all the time. He's just chilling, hanging out, which I think is pretty funny. But it looks so good. And we also got our first look as well. Let me actually bring it up. At our recast version of Balin Skull as well. R.I.P. Ray Stevenson. But he looks very, very similar. Like, it looks very, like, you would never know.
Sure.
So I hope that he, really does do the role justice and everything. I think behind the scenes stuff, I think they were friends as well. So that's a good element to have there. But I think the Balin and Shin storyline as well, possibly Mortis and the Mortis gods. Like, there's so many elements. More world between worlds stuff as well. Like, they're going to go deep into kind of like the mystical, magical side of Star Wars that you don't normally get to see We see some more Night Sisters in the trailer as well. So there's just so many fun elements to have in this show and
Sure.
again, like it just and it looks great too. Again, I'll pull up another one. We got a shot of Ezra back in it. He looks great too. Like
Boyfriend?
it.
Boyfriend?
Yeah, yeah.
Harry?
Harry Osborn, Paul, Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I mean he's in there too. Like this
Sure.
show just again. This is.
It
I
looks
understand what you're saying. It is fan service. The
it
television
looks like
show
the
for
Avengers of
sure.
Star Wars. It's like
It
it's this
does,
and this
but
and this.
it
That isn't a
it
bad
is
thing
it
though,
is, but it's not.
inherently.
Yeah. Thrawn is Thanos now, right?
Yeah.
And we might get something like we were supposed to. Maybe we get it still. The Heir to the Empire movie, which would literally be all the
What
Rebels
is
characters. It would be Ahsoka, possibly Cal Kestis, the Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett. Like, get all of them, throw them in a
this should
movie. Let Dave Filoni just do his freaking thing. Oh
why
man,
isn't this a movie? Like you have a movie with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, this guy, all these Star Wars characters. I was watching this and like this feels like the Avengers Doomsday equivalent of Star Wars right now. Like the big
it
event
does.
project. And I
It
was like, why
does.
is this? And like, I get it. Like, Mando literally just flopped for bringing a TV thing onward. But I think if they made Ahsoka a movie to begin with, like the first season was a movie, and this was a follow up, I think they would have been okay. Like, I think
I
enough people like Ahsoka.
I would say yes, but only for the fact that they tried to do that initially with Obi-Wan and then decided they wanted to make it a show instead. And I think they Are you muted? Yeah, you're muted. Did you knock your mic? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
I thought making Obi-Wan a show was dumb. I think
Yes.
that's one of the
Yes.
dumbest things Star Wars has ever
Yeah.
done.
Well, I've seen the interviews that have been done with the original like I guess screenwriter or whatever for the Obi-Wan movie that then became a show, and he talked about they had like a whole 3-movie plan and all of that. And obviously too there have been recent interviews with Ewan McGregor as well, basically saying, "Hey, anytime you want to bring me back as Obi-Wan, I'm down. We've got like 10 more years worth of story to tell." So I don't know, man. This is
Also
certainly for me, outside of X-Men, this is the thing that I'm the most excited for. And
okay.
yes, again, a beginning of the year, next year drop. And I
Beginning
know it was
next year is
supposed to be a this year drop as well, but again, there's no room for it. So I'm glad that we have some stuff to look
better.
forward to
Yeah.
at the beginning end of next year, or the beginning part of next year, might I say.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Because
Ahsoka
another
hype.
thing on this list that's coming out early next year. This is something I don't think you care about at all, but the Oswald TV show is coming out in February. That's on this list.
Okay.
That's the little thing at the bottom that looks like a discount Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Do you know Oswald at all? Do you know who this guy is?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Have you ever played Epic Mickey? The old
No.
Wii game?
No.
So Oswald was relatively the original Mickey Mouse. He was supposed to be the mascot for
Okay.
Disney before Mickey Mouse came in. I think he did some small little shorts back in the day, but they ended up shelving him and not really using him. And since then, they've started to use him and stuff. They put him in those like Epic Mickey games, and they gave him some shorts, and they've given him some little stuff. This is a live action hybrid animated miniseries from Jon Favreau on Disney Plus, which is supposed to launch this like Disney cinematic universe on Disney Plus or whatever. It will be these like hybrid sort of universe that he's working on. I guess Jon Favreau is just the like cinematic universe guy at this point with Marvel and Star Wars, and there was like, hey, you want to do this for us too? I don't know what the show's about. I think it looks really cool though. Like we haven't got a trailer or anything. It was just the photo and being like, hey, this is coming next year, next February. And it being Jon Favreau and it being original live action Disney stuff makes me excited. So yeah, that's something I'm excited for. Let me zoom through the rest of these because I'm going to assume most of the rest of these you don't care about. I'm going to just assume.
Not really outside of Incredibles 3, but they didn't really show anything for that.
I mean, we could do that first. Incredibles 3. I know some people are pissed Some people want them to age those kids up. I know some people want adults or like teenage kids. I'm personally fine with it if it's good.
Yeah.
I think my
You
main
want them
concern
aged
is,
up? Go watch Fantastic Four.
I don't know. I kind of think the fun of Incredibles is that like they are this kind of
Yeah.
small town
Yeah, they are a
family
superhero.
vibe.
Yeah, they're a superhero family.
Not that you can't do that when they're teenagers and stuff. I don't have the hatred other people have towards this.
Yeah.
My issue is though, like, it does kind of feel like we're doing the same kind of stuff again, where it's like the plot is like the kids are having to step up, and I'm like, well, that's the first movie, and it's like, okay, but this time the villain's actually a hero in disguise. It's like, okay, that's also the first movie. Like, again, these are just statements, so I need to see actual footage to have any opinion on this. But I'm like, okay, we'll see. I hope it's.
Yeah.
I did not like the second one. I was not a fan of the second one at all. So I hope it's good. Frozen 3 was kind of how they ended the night. That was like their big final thing. Not a lot for us there, or not at the event though. Like, they showed footage, they played some songs. I'm really excited for this though, because this is the first ever 2-part Disney movie. So Frozen 3 and 4 will be one large
interesting
story. Disney's never
so that's
done
why
that.
they didn't do the Froze 3N.
Yes, no.
Missed opportunity.
This movie's gonna have like an evil Snow Witch this time. Like, basically like Elsa's like reverse Flash, I guess, which is going to be interesting. It's also just been a while since we've had like a good Disney villain, like a straight up, like, I am the villain. I'm not like your mom that hates you. I am the villain. So that's exciting. Coco 2 was shown off, which I still have my issues with. I don't know if I want that or not. I'm still on the fence. Like, that's the one. Usually I'm super down with Disney sequels. This is the one where I'm like, okay, it's pretty. I don't know where we go with the sequel, but we'll see. Have you seen the first one, Daz?
I've not.
Coco?
No.
Really?
No.
Coco's fantastic.
Is it?
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, is it? I've not seen it. No.
Oh, it's one of the better. I guess I can't say modern anymore because it turns 10 this year, but in terms of modern-ish Pixar movies, it's one of the.
I was gonna say it is Pixar, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Ghost Market was shown off. We had a little teaser about a little boy who interacts with a ghost and takes him to another realm. Looks cute.
Okay.
I need more of it though. Zootopia 3 was shown off. Makes sense.
Nice.
Zootopia 3 made $1 billion last year.
Or is it set up too?
Yeah, and it sets up for like the ending is like, hey, there's a sequel, so I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think the first one was still better.
I slightly agree, but I think they're overall on the same level.
Yeah, they're both very close.
Is it next year, Chris? Okay, it's 2017, not 16. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
I'm so sorry, Chris. Pixar meets Blair Witch. That's kind of the vibe. Yeah. Are you a Kingdom Hearts guy at all, Dad?
I am not. No, I never ended up getting into those.
Okay. It was a big weekend for Kingdom Hearts fans.
Okay.
Because not only is Sora coming to Fortnite, Taz, that's obviously the biggest thing, but we got 2 separate trailers.
When you go on a Fortnite, you know you've made it big.
Yeah, we had 2 separate trailers for Kingdom Hearts 4. One was a base trailer they showed at the main event itself, and then they had a whole separate Kingdom Hearts like panel they did the following day, which they showed the whole trailer, featuring Coco. It was a big weekend for Coco. I mean, Taz, if there's any time to get you into Kingdom Hearts, now would be the time, because rumor has it we might get a galaxy far, far away this time around. In
oh,
Kingdom
interesting.
Hearts. That's
interesting.
Not confirmed, but more so fan theories than
is it like
a
year, not a yearly release, but I guess do they keep, or is it more of like a live service game? What's
Nope. It's like a story game.
Okay.
It would just that's one of the worlds that's included in this.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I guess what I'm saying is there like a base game that they keep updating, or do they keep releasing sequels? Okay.
They have the base games, and then they have like the spin-off games they do every couple years. I am still unequipped to talk about it fully because I'm only on the second game, and I got like 15 more of these fuckers.
Oh my gosh.
But they also announced a Kingdom Hearts series, which is going to be very exciting, which is canon to Kingdom Hearts, which is interesting. It's kind of like a spin-off. It's set in the world. That's something people have been wanting for a long time. So that'll be exciting. And then Lilo and Stitch 2 was not announced, but was like, hey, we're doing the girl one now. It's like, okay, cool. That's 2027. And then I put Clay down there, which is like a new animated,
not Clayface,
not Clayface, a new original Disney animated movie for all the people that are like, Disney doesn't make original stuff. They do. You just didn't talk about them because it's not the sequel.
Yeah.
They announced Clay. They announced Ghost Market. They showed off Hex. They showed off Gato. All the original movies, y'all just don't like. It doesn't get the traction because you don't know what it is yet. Like yeah. I have to do this every time there's a big Disney event or something where like it's just the sequels. It's like, no, you're just not talking about it. Like they have to make Zootopia 3 and Coco 2 and stuff like that to keep the company alive, to make these original projects. Like I don't know. How can a newbie get in Kingdom Hearts? Willpower. Play the first one. That's how I got started. And if you like the first one, then look up a guide for everything else. Because then it's like, you have to play this, but then watch this, but then you can play this, but before you play this, you have to watch it's a crazy timeline. But yes, if you want to, it's very easy. The question is,
are they on Steam?
Yes. Right now, actually, they're 70% off on Steam.
Interesting.
They're all on sale right now. So actually, if you guys want to play, now is the perfect time. Also, this is also Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be a year and a half out. So everyone has time to get caught up before late 2027.
Kingdom Hearts 1 through 1.5 plus 2.5 remix 2.8. What even is this? What is this numbering? It's confusing.
It's insane. There's so many different versions. There should be. What did I buy? I got the like box set thing that they did.
Okay.
All kind of the game. It's just like it's very easy to be like, okay, just pick the first one. Interesting.
Okay. Cool. Will I get into it? Probably not. But
Fair.
Interesting. It's not my speed of games. You know, like I traditionally I'm a Call of Duty, Halo, Assassin's Creed. You know, those are the kinds of games that I generally play, and that's pretty much it. Like the furthest I branch out from that is like maybe a Forza Horizon, like a racing game or something like that. Or now Resident Evil as well. Sure. Like kind of just like more linear story games or a nice multiplayer or not an RPG open world, but like a decent sized open world game.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, this is the first of this style I've ever played. But I got into it because I do love Disney. And like I heard for years, like, hey, if you like Disney, play Kingdom Hearts. It's like the Disney game to play.
Yeah.
So it's been fun getting out of my comfort zone. Let's talk again if it gets confirmed Star Wars is coming.
Okay.
We'll have to watch the footage of that when that comes out, because people are saying, we're like, well, if it is happening, the place to announce it would be Star Wars Celebration next year. Like that would be the place to do it. So we shall see. Alrighty. Anything else from D23 that you have in mind that like we haven't touched on or like you want to touch on?
I don't think so. Other than I did send you just for fun. Pull it up really quick. What I sent you in our DM chat is I saw a TikTok earlier today, and somebody was like, "Hey, look at the lyrics of Iron Man by Black Sabbath a little bit closer," and it's like it's basically saying it's like Iron Man turns evil in the song pretty much, and I'm like, and they're like, it's foreshadowing Doctor Doom. For Iron Man to spread fear, vengeance from the grave, kills the people he once saved. Nobody wants them. They just turn their heads. So
it's canon.
Yeah. So canon. Black Sabbath predicted Iron Man becomes Doctor Doom. Confirmed. That's it. That's all I got.
I think people want to talk about Percy Jackson season 3. You do not watch Percy Jackson.
I do not. No, like I said, I'm a fan of the original movie. But I haven't seen any of the new stuff.
We need to get you.
I know. I need to. Well, because it's young Ryan Reynolds is Percy Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun watching him grow up. But no, they had a new trailer for Percy Jackson. It was for the upcoming third season, comes out in November. Looks good. I think this show is the like definition of letting a series cook, because I thought like season 1 was fine. Like it's fun, but it's fine. These actors were quite young, and the writers I thought was like okay, and then I thought season 2 was even better, and season 3 looks even better. And like I love when a show can just like, for like lack of a better word, cook, when they can just let we need to normalize shows being able to find their footing and find their ground and improve.
Yeah.
I love when a show can be mid at the start and then by the end it's like, this is such a good show. Oh my god, I'm glad it got more seasons, especially in a world with like 8-episode seasons where they don't typically get that, right? Like back in the day, a season was 23 episodes where you could find your footing season 1, where by the end it's like, oh, the first 8 episodes were our footing. Now we're good. That's not really a thing anymore. Like shows don't, it's like, this is it. Like sometimes this is all you get. So they're not picked up for season 4 and 5 yet, which I said if they didn't get picked up at D23, that was going to be like, I was like, okay, that's obviously where you would announce it, but they didn't do that. And so I'm like,
a little nervous.
All right, Disney, come on. Like, why don't you greenlit this thing? I don't know. So, but yeah, I'm excited for it. It looks fun. The stuff that they do on that show, I think, is also pretty impressive for like TV. Where I'm like, oh, you're doing this stuff with like gods and monsters and like giant sea monsters.
Gods and monsters, you say?
And yeah, the DC thing that they're never touching again. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I hope they get 10-episode seasons for the final season or final Percy Jackson season if they get to season 5. Yeah, also it's only 5 seasons for the main run. Like you're 2 away. Just finish it. You're so close to like.
Oh, it's 5 books.
Yeah, there's 5 main books and then there's like spin-off stuff that they got. So just like give them the 2 next seasons. Like let's do that, and then you can say, hey, we have this complete show. Like I feel like Disney Plus doesn't have that many like completed long-term shows under their belt. It's a lot of 1-season shows, or like they got canceled, or like whatever. Like do a full show, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Anything else? I mean, Tangled showed off a thing. Starfighter technically had a little showcase.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Ryan Gosling got a new jacket.
Hugh Jackman was there. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yes, I did see the little thing. Yeah, the little thing that Hugh Jackman sent in with Ryan Reynolds basically holding him at a gunpoint, asking if they could be in Doomsday. So I'm guessing that confirms that they're in the movie?
Sort of.
Probably.
They love not confirming it. This is the second time.
Well, I mean, if the Jean Grey colored Deadpool suit is any indication, this is them saying Deadpool and Wolverine will return for Avengers Doomsday without saying it.
They're in it. They're in at least one of these 2 movies. Like, there's no doubt about that, but it's a nice little, like, we're going to say it without saying it, but you have to show up opening night to see if we are. Like,
well, and I guess that this also kind of gives you another interesting thing as well, is the fact that obviously they're going a lot younger with the new X-Men cast. They can't keep Hugh Jackman around, unfortunately. Can they?
I mean, they could.
I mean, technically it doesn't matter because Wolverine's 200 years old. Like, it doesn't really matter.
They could. I don't want them to, though.
Yeah.
There is no world I ever wanted Hugh Jackman. As much as I love Hugh Jackman, I've always wanted a fresh.
But like, how do you keep Ryan Reynolds without keeping Hugh Jackman now at this point? Like, they're kind of a package deal.
I think you can. He'll have to say goodbye to his friend, but
I know, but like I feel like you would want, though, to be another Deadpool and Wolverine movie post Secret Wars, wouldn't you?
Could you put them in a little corner? Could you like rebuild the multiverse, put them in like the corner, and be like, you guys just do that. You like, you guys just have fun.
Like maybe give Deadpool the ability to just hop over to the main timeline whenever he wants to.
Sure, he can go hang out with like Hugh Jackman or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, although I think
or let Logan go like retire on like a little like piece of land somewhere out in the Canadian wilderness. and
I
then
feel like that
Deadpool
would
just
be.
goes and grabs him anytime.
I don't know. There's also something kind of fun to me though, where like Deadpool, like you have this moment where he has to say goodbye to Hugh Jackman, and he's stuck there, and he's like, "Well, time to find the new Wolverine,"
Yeah.
and he's like, and that's the new joke is he has to go find the new Logan.
Well, I mean, I don't think that at this point, I don't think they're gonna do another Logan. Like they can just keep X-23. Like she's
I
the
think
perfect.
you have to do Logan though.
Maybe, but I mean, I think she's the perfect
That's a
age to
billion
be a
dollar
part of the.
character, man.
Yes, but they've done so much Wolverine, and they can keep doing Hugh Jackman Wolverine stuff, but still make X-23 our main timeline Wolverine character. You know what I mean?
Here's how I would do it. I've
Okay.
been trying to rack my brain of how do I get a new Logan and
Hmm.
keep Daphne Fiend's X-23.
Okay.
Because I want my cake and eat it too. Because I want her to keep doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think she's fantastic, and she's only 21. Like I
Okay.
think like she's younger than us. Like
Okay.
she has a large career in front of us. But I think it'd be stupid not to do a new Logan, right? And I'm like, could you have all the Logan movies be like prequels? Right? Could you do like a Logan trilogy that's like in Japan in like 1970s or whatever, and you
But
like
I don't think that they're gonna even try to make new Wolverine movies. I think their focus will be strictly on the X-Men or X-Men characters that have
you
not
don't think
gotten
they're ever
their
doing Wolverine?
I don't think they're never doing Wolverine again. I think they're not going to be doing main MCU 616 timeline Wolverine movies. Like if he shows up, it will be Hugh Jackman in another Deadpool movie or just like showing up randomly in a multiversal thing. But I don't think you either completely eliminate him and recast Wolverine and he's the same age as the rest of them, or you keep your Hugh Jackman and put him off in a random corner of the multiverse.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like he's too much of a moneymaker. Like Wolverine, like think back to pre MCU. The main
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's Wolverine that's the moneymaker. I think it's Hugh Jackman, and I think we're seeing that with some of the animosity towards the Wolverine game. Is there some people that are kind of checked out of it just because it's not Hugh Jackman? You know?
Sure. I mean, I think Hugh made him popular, but like
Yes.
even look at pre MCU. Like it was Spider-Man, Hulk, and like Wolverine, and like X-Men stuff. Like I think he's still a moneymaker for them. Like I think they. I don't know. I don't see a world where they don't do more Wolverine movies. If that's with Hugh or without Hugh.
Okay.
But
I think it would be tough to
put
do
a
it. And I
stamp
don't
in it.
think that it's going to be. Yeah, I don't think it's as
No.
easy of a draw without him.
Okay.
I don't think it's not like it's not like they're not going to do more Wolverine stuff, but it's just going to be hard for them to separate Hugh Jackman Wolverine from the next one. So whoever comes in next is going to have very tough boots to fill. In the same way, I don't think we're getting another Tony Stark that's not Robert Downey Jr. for a while. You know?
Fair.
Or another Steve Rogers that's not Chris Evans.
Okay, here's what I'll say then, because we don't disagree a lot. And I like when we can I think it's fun. I think we're in the same mind most of the time. I'm putting a stamp in this, and we can come back in a year, maybe 2 years. I do agree. I think they should wait a minute, at least before putting him in X-Men. I guess hot take, I don't want him in X-Men, at least in the first trilogy. I want X-Men 1, 2, and 3 without a Logan. And then if you have to do them, do like a movie trilogy that's set. You know, you can have one set in like Japan. You can have one where it's the experiment stuff, the like X-20, the like
Weapon X.
Weapon X. Thank you. I was blanking on it. Like you can have a movie based on
experiment.
that. Look, I don't know. I feel like my pitch for a long time, and they're not going to do it now because they're moving away from shows. But I was like, a Wolverine show that's like this like anthology series where each season is set in a different
era.
Period.
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
It would be so like they're not going to do it, right? Obviously, they're saving them for movie stuff, but like that would be awesome. That's such a good use of the like TV formula.
You know what I'd like to see in either Doomsday or Secret Wars. Logan meets Steve Rogers and just is like, "Oh, Captain Rogers."
would so
pleasure to fight alongside you again. Like he has respect for him. Like this Wolverine that's obviously not technically our Fox X-Men Wolverine,
Sure.
but the one from Deadpool and Wolverine has fought alongside a version of Captain America before.
I'd be down if you brought Chris Evans back for that.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Do the like Nick Fury and like Captain Marvel effects where it's like
Yes.
like it's like altered face designs.
I'd love a Captain America and Wolverine World War II team up movie. Wouldn't that be great?
I think that's $1 billion movie right there. I think that's
and then you can even bring in just like the Marvel 1943 The Rise of Hydra, bring in a an older version of Black Panther. Yeah. Or his father. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I guess grandfather probably at that point because it's World War II. And put Magneto in there too.
Maybe.
Put all of your big like characters that exist during the World War II era in there. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think they could play around a lot with eras. I think that's a good idea as well.
Yeah. That's a fun way too, like going into Secret Wars where we don't know the history of a lot of the modern MCU. You could be like, okay, we're going to explain to you the history, this like newfound history. Do you think live action shows are completely done, or should go back to 1 or 2 a year? I think we probably get 1 live action show a year going forward, and right now that's Daredevil.
That's Daredevil, and then outside of that, we get our special presentations. That's our makeup for that. But I think they've realized that shows are not as popular, or at least direct connection MCU shows. And I think, again, the only outliers to that have been WandaVision, Agatha, and then now, hopefully, Vision Quest as well.
That's also a good point. You can have an X-Men movie that's like an X-Force or like his own separate like team of what like kind of like what a better version of it, obviously, but kind of like what Wolverine Origins or Origin Wolverine. What's it called?
Oh, X-Men Origins Wolverines. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Like a better version of that, but like he's with a team of these mosh posh X muties or whatever. Actually, just do what you did for X-Men 97 this season.
Yeah,
like he's with his old like that. That's a movie.
Yes.
Like,
well, I mean, I feel like that's what I think that's what the game is though. Because because they call it like Team X or something like that. They're not the X-Men.
Sure.
But it's Sabretooth and a couple of the other characters that we saw pop up in 97 as well. So
Glove Herman or We Riot. Hell yeah. Okay. We got to get into the main show.
Yeah, we talked about D23 for an hour.
Yeah, let's do it though. We can get through this. We got this.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop into some superhero shows. We're gonna start with My Adventures with Superman. And I kind of teased this at the start. I'm gonna pull up a tweet before we get started here. A tweet by Mr. Have you seen this tweet yet, Taz? Have you looked?
I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a tweet from Mr. Jack Quaid. We love Mr. Jack Quaid. Shout out to Cody. He posted it. Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Resident video game photographer as well.
Mm-hmm. We love Jack Quaid on this channel. We watched. He was in The Boys, obviously, a show you haven't seen, Taz, but also with My Adventures with Superman and probably he was in a Scream movie. Sure, he's going
to be playing the Cube in the God of War game.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he obviously the finale aired yesterday came up. I am trying to find the tweet I just literally saved, and I am not seeing it straight. Oh, here it is. Mr. Jack Quaid seemingly shares a farewell message as My Adventures with Superman remains unrenewed for season 4. He said, "Playing Clark Kent has been the honor of a lifetime." He's also thanked everyone who watched season 3 and hopes fans enjoyed the finale. I mean, this is a goodbye tweet if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Or it's at least a, hey, I don't know if we're coming back, so thanks for a great ride. Yeah, man.
I don't know. I think I'm going to be considering this the series finale until we hear otherwise, because I think that would just make it easier. I think it's better to be like, okay, just in case it is. Like that's kind of how I went into this episode, being like, this could be the final episode, and if so, think of it as such. But I will say, in terms of final episodes and final seasons go, not a bad one.
No,
Not a bad.
not at all.
We've seen a lot of DC shows go over the course of the years. Some add, some are some end good. Stargirl had a great ending. Sam and Lois had a great ending. You also have Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman and
yeah,
I don't know, Gotham Knights, right? That have more open-ended endings.
Yeah.
Flash, we have. They had a whole season to plan for their final season, and you know, I feel like they did worse than some of these others that didn't plan for their final seasons.
Right.
How do you feel that this could be the final nail?
I mean, obviously very sad that it could be the end for this show. I think in some ways it is fairly open-ended because there are questions that weren't answered. There's certainly many stories left to tell within this world that they've created with My Adventures. Obviously we're still getting the My Adventures with Green Lantern show as well.
Yes.
So even if this, like we've said, even if this is the end of the Superman show, maybe this isn't the end of seeing Clark and Kara and Lois and Jimmy and all of them. Maybe they pop up in the My Adventures with Green Lantern show. Or maybe it sprouts into some other, My Adventures with the Justice League or something like that. I think that might be cool. But just taking it on face value as it is, Clark gets his powers back. He powers back up. You got this cool Kryptonian war suit. You have a fairly finite end. Like we defeat the Eradicator. Lex goes to prison. Clark and Lois get engaged. We got Crypto. There's a lot of finality to it, but in a lot of ways too, it feels like the close of a chapter, and I want to read, or the close of a book, and I want to read the next book in the series, right? Like there are some things that just aren't tied up. Like, what did Clark have to sacrifice to get his powers back, right? What are these other threats that Lex has seen out in the universe? Is it a General Zod or something like that, right? Or what's going on with that? So I don't know. I think all in all, I did really like this season. While I know we have kind of been a little bit harsh on it with certain episodes, I think all in all, it was more good than bad, or more, story driven than non-story driven. So I think just on that ratio on its own, I think it makes it a very good season.
Yeah.
Maybe not my favorite season of the show.
I would agree.
Yeah. Might even be a contender for my least favorite season of the show in a lot of ways. Unfortunately, but I think it still has a very solid ending. I think I have some nostalgia for that first season just because we had never seen something like this before. I think in a lot of ways, season 2 might have had the best story. But season 3 brings up a lot of really good ideas and a lot of, again, world building and a lot of character development that we didn't get in some of those previous seasons. So I think as a 3-season package, I really liked it. And again, I'd be very sad to lose this show, to lose this cast of characters that have, lent their voices to these characters as well. But yeah, I mean, again, I think, unfortunately, if it doesn't get renewed, it's going to be one of those shows that just people are like, oh yeah, that Superman show that kind of looked like an anime was really good, but it only had 3 seasons. It's going to kind of fall into the same category as something like the Batman animated series, or Batman Beyond or something that's it was a good couple of seasons, should have gone on further, could have gone on further, but behind the scenes stuff happened and it just kind of fizzled out. Or even like a Young Justice kind of way as well, right? Which again it has a satisfying enough conclusion where I wouldn't be totally torn up and upset if we never got a continuation of it.
Sure.
but I would like to see a season 4. Like, I would
Yeah.
like at least for them to say, hey, we're going to come back one more season. We're going to actually wrap up everything fully, and that'll be it, rather than going into this thinking that we're going to get more seasons. Because certainly this season came out as if we were going to get more seasons.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Is like they set up a lot of stuff that we don't answer, or we don't get into as much as we could have.
There was almost a point where I'm like, is this the series finale? And then they did teases. It's very like Batwoman season 3 for anyone to watch that season, where like the almost ending where like, oh, this could be the final episode, and then they introduce like a twist where it's like, aha, here's these new things you need to look forward to.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, yeah, they clearly wanted a 4th season.
Well, I mean,
also,
even
like,
in some ways, like Stargirl too. Like it had a great like finality ending, but it was like, but there's more story that we unfortunately didn't get to tell. So yeah, it's kind of yeah.
But like even the stakes of this episode, like there's the point when like we're jumping into spoiler stuff, guys, if you guys haven't seen the episode. But like there's the point when it's like the 7 Kryptonians are all standing against them, and they're like, all right, let's do this. Where I'm like, how do you beat this? Like how do you go? Like I have an idea of how you would go higher, but I'm like, this feels like the Avengers Endgame equivalent. Like this feels like a moment that most shows would get to in their like 10th season, where it's like, okay, all these characters we've met over the years, like we met half these characters this season. Oh my god, this is crazy.
We have these characters in the back half of this season.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
I mean, yeah, the only way that they could really defeat them was by going like Super Saiyan, all of them. Like they had their like little like powering up sequences, which again, this was very, if you're ever confused, very anime, you know?
Oh yeah, this season leaned it. Like previous seasons was like, yeah, there's some like
some little imagery or like certain costuming looked very similar to like something from like a Dragon Ball or whatever, but this was they were just like, all right, screw it, we're going all in on it.
Like there's the point where like I do it for my family, I do it for my friends, I do this for I'm like, oh my god, they're like, you know, as someone who's
and then everybody's like powering up like all the like the you know the electricity going on and everything. Oh, it's so good.
And it's such a good pitch. Like shout out to the person who pitched this as like, hey, let's do Dragon Ball, but with the Superman character.
But make it Superman.
It translates really well. Like if there's any character in DC, even superheroes in general, that fit into like the Dragon Ball, it's Superman. To the point. Yeah. A lot of these animes, especially Dragon Ball, was inspired by Superman. Like, there's a reason people put like Goku versus Superman more than Goku versus almost any other character, is because they are types of it. Like they are types of the same genre. It is like Superman and Goku and Thor. I guess Thor's kind of in that combo too.
Yeah,
and Alien X, like those like almost cosmic, almost like they're not gods, but they may as well be gods, sort of type of character. So it makes so much sense. Character that's like, no, you have to get faster, you have to get stronger, you have to be more than you were before. It fits really, really well here, I thought. And like I had my criticism last week of how they were going to wrap it up, and I think contrast to another show I think we're going to talk about where like I wasn't sure if they could wrap it all up in a neat bow. I felt like this one did wrap it all up in a very neat bow. And I felt like, okay, yeah, like despite maybe some things maybe needing a little bit more time to cook and to simmer, like the moment at the end where I'm like, who are you? Like who are you to take away people's happiness? And like all these people get up every day and like pet their dogs and takes their kids to work and tries their best. It's like you, like this fear, this idea of what could happen is making you take away stuff that's already happening every day. Like that stuff. I'm like, it's Superman, man. Like
it was one of the things that he said at the end too when he defeated him. He's like, basically, oh no, what was it? I'm sorry that nobody taught you how to live or something like that.
Really good.
He's like, it's like, oh, I'd rather die than face defeat or something. He's like, well, yeah, very good lines, very good lines.
I guess Eradicator would be my only big criticism. Is he kind of just shows up at the
It was
end.
just kind of just like a big physical threat. Like it didn't
Sure.
really, and it wasn't even like, yes, it was like timeline wise
I was a little
destruction,
confused by him. I was a little like, wait, who is he
but he just kind of
exactly?
stayed.
Like,
But he just also just kind of stayed in that one area. Like he didn't try to like destroy cities or anything like that. His main goal was just eradicate the Kryptonians, which makes sense because that's what Lex
yeah.
created it for. But
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I can kind of justify it a little bit, where it's like the like line was like, I was made out of his hate. So you
yeah,
could like argue that Lex was the villain. Like I am the
Mhm.
hatred that was based off of him. I am the fear. The like fear thing I thought was very interesting. I always think leaning into Lex's fear is always the best tactic. This like fear and this insecurity. But like
and you see that doesn't change either in that little scene at the end between him and Waller as well, as he's like,
sure.
if you saw half the things I've seen about the universe, you'd be afraid too.
Which yeah, Lex was another thing I was kind of I see what they're doing with Lex, but like this feels like a Lex that's more developed. I don't know. Like I liked, and like maybe that's the season as the whole for me. Like maybe they're doing stuff that would have worked better on like a season 4 or a season 5. Like there are things where I'm like,
Yeah,
this is very developed.
yeah, it did feel like we almost
missed
missed some development with Lex, and he kind of like got to a point where you needed to see more from this version of the character to be content with where he was at that point in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I like where they're going with it, but I feel like you can't really do a redemption for Lex Luthor when we haven't really seen him be that evil. Like he's been a dick. He's been like an asshole. Like yes, he's done the stuff this season, but like even then it feels like he is being born into Lex, and before he can fully be Lex, it's like nope, now we're kind of making him more of a not an anti-hero, but he's kind of even beyond an anti-hero. Like this week, he's like, kind of like a cool guy.
Somewhat of a at least like a redeemable villain in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, guys, I didn't mean to, and I don't know. And again, I guess if this is the final episode, like I guess it's good it's happening now instead of not at all. But yeah, I don't know. We do got some theories, I guess, to talk about as we head into the final episode. I mean, Clark gets his powers back. He powers up. Brainiac, or like fake Brainiac, kind of like, oh, you actually are pretty cool.
Brainiac,
right?
yeah.
He's like, oh, you're actually not. You're actually not. So bad.
Kal-El, your power is that you are your compassion for others. I did not see this before.
That's another thing where I'm like, that happened very quickly.
It did. It was very quick.
But whatever. I get it. It's final episode. We need to hurry. He goes into like the fortress sun that he has set up, whatever, the son of whatever, gets his powers back. He gets this really cool suit, really cool white and gold looking suit. That's like another thing where like that feels like a final episode suit, like a final form. Oh, this is me at my most powerful, where I'm like, I don't know how you beat that personally. But to get his powers, he makes a sacrifice. Two animated superhero shows this week where characters have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of weird how
very poetic.
Exactly the same. Where to get a power up, a character had to sacrifice himself by a god, a cosmic god. But yeah, he makes a sacrifice. We don't know what the sacrifice is. It's not his life. It's not his powers. What's the sacrifice, Taz? What did Superman sacrifice?
Season 4.
That's funny. That's funny. Like, you can save them, but you're not getting.
But you will not get renewed for another season.
Oh no! Oh no!
I have no clue, honestly. I think I did see the theory thrown around that it's like the start to them doing like an all-star Superman thing, where basically it's like a temporary power up. But those powers will fade with time until he eventually dies. But
very Superman Lois.
Yes. That too.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Like
Yeah.
honestly, maybe that's it. Is basically like he gets his powers back, but for a limited time, very Superman and Lois-esque, where it's
Mhm.
enough where he can basically he's got his powers long enough for him to continue to protect the Earth until his kids are old enough to be Superman and Supergirl of their own, pretty much. You know,
That'd be a long time. That's like 20 years.
that's
Right?
how much time Clark
Sure.
had in Superman and Lois.
That is
Remember?
true. That is true. That is true. Superman and Lois is the blueprint. I feel like.
And I really liked that actually. I liked how many elements of Superman and Lois they brought over to my adventures, whether intentional or unintentionally. And I hope they continue to do that because again, it's great to be able to talk about it like in multiple ways, but the fact that even now, not long after Superman and Lois has ended, we're already seeing the inspirations and the effects that it has left on the character and the brand of Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I don't know if it's, on purpose. Like, again, I don't think they were like, oh, they did this. We're doing something similar. Like, I think they just probably both happen to have these similar ideas in their storylines and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's I think when you just have a character that is so similar, but the take that is so similar. Like I think Jack and Tyler are very similar versions of those characters. Like it feels like they are from the same cloth, if you will. And even Betsy and this Lois too, I feel like aren't too crazy. Like it feels like this could be like a young Betsy Tolick, if you will. But no, I'm pretty much happy. Like obviously you end with the engagement, which I think that was a very nice full circle moment.
And Crypto, of course.
Crypto, yeah, like those stuff kind of feel like a good ending. Like again, like they get Crypto, they're getting married, they had their big power up moment, they had their big team suit up moment. Like that whole stuff is like this is series finale stuff, man.
Yeah.
And so like
Jimmy
again,
gets friend zoned by Supergirl.
Sure, that's something where it's like I think fitting for this season, but if it is the last episode, a little like, oh, they don't technically, that's a little sad.
Yeah.
But also long term, I'm okay with that.
Right.
I think he needed a moment like that. Like I don't think he deserves all right, now we're together. Like I feel like he needs more time with that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. There's a threat coming as well, which you talked about a little bit. We looking at Apocalypse. Are we looking at?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Are we? I mean, like, who's bigger than?
The New Gods.
Yeah. Look, I'm thinking like I guess Doomsday, but also like I feel like they kind of skirted around Doomsday this season. Like, Doomsday feels like it's a like.
Yeah.
I feel like
I kind of thought that they even threw the term Doomsday in there from the Eradicator. It's like they basically combined Eradicator and Doomsday into one character. So I would say literally just Zod or Darkseid.
Didn't season 1 do a Zod or no?
I can't even remember.
Didn't they do a version, or was it his dad? I know they did the dad, but didn't they do something with Zod? Or is it just like a hologram of him? It's been a minute.
Just like
I don't
hologram.
remember.
Yeah, well, I think it was like a hologram, and we all thought that Brainiac was Zod.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, because I don't know, like when I think of big, huge, scary Superman threats, typically I think of Jake here. What up, Jake? But no, like typically I think of like Brainiac, which we've done Brainiac. I think of
the Viltrumites.
Oh my god, what a crazy
Thrag is coming to Earth.
But yeah, like I think of Brainiac, Doomsday, or Darkseid. Like Darkseid's the one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ready for Darkseid. I don't know if we have enough DC characters
no
to take on that threat.
I don't either.
Clark and Green Lantern? I'm like, all right, let's do this.
I don't know if we have enough lifespan in the show left for that.
I don't know, man. That's also true.
Nice
No
shave
Zod in my
there.
mention of Superman. Oh, thank you. I guess it could be Zod. I feel like Zod be kind of lame now though. After like Brainiac and like everything we've done, it's just like it's another Kryptonian. I'd be like,
Dr. Manhattan.
like I feel like our team should have, after what they've been through this season, no sweat beating Zod at this point, right? Unless Zod is
at
like,
that point, Zod is just another Kryptonian.
yeah, like I don't know, just go get another power up. Like I mean, I guess you can. I guess that was kind of a one-time dealio,
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't know. I feel like with both Clark and Supergirl together, there should be no reason Clark couldn't take down Zod. But
True.
but also that's kind of anime logic where it's like, oh yeah, you thought the last guy was strong, and I'm even stronger for some
I'm
reason.
stronger and
I'm
faster and better.
It's
I'm
bigger.
the-
It's better.
Because I'm the new villain. There's always a bigger fish.
Sure. Yeah. So I mean, if that's what they want, I mean, and again, like this show's very good at like, hey, you think you know this character, but it's kind of different. It's a different take on these characters than we've seen. So maybe Zod is like Zod looks like Bane, and he's like a massive, giant, jumbo Kryptonian.
Absolute
or
Zod.
Yeah, basically. Like maybe you could do something like that.
Absolute Zod.
Jake, we're talking My Adventures. Did you watch the final episode?
Yeah. I really dug the finale. I'm been kind of up and down on this season. Like there have been some episodes I've really dug, some I haven't dug so much. But just getting like quick thoughts out of the way. Just getting the quick thoughts out of the way before we dive into too much. Really dug it.
Fair. Yeah, we're kind of at the end of our Superman talk. But yeah. Did we talk about the engagement? Have we talked about that yet, Taz?
Yeah, very briefly.
Proposal? Yeah.
Very briefly, yeah. Just the fact that they use the little, not music box, but the little miniatures and everything.
Yeah.
I
I like it as a full circle moment of like
yes.
Lois's arc this season being like, I don't want to embrace the future. I'm scared to
Right, to her being the one
want
who's
it.
actively making the future happen.
Sure.
Nice
Yeah,
little full circle character development there for
I like
her.
it. It's cute. Is it like it's weird because like long term I'm like that's kind of early for an engagement, but also I'm like, but we don't this could be it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like
Yeah.
maybe,
Well, and also too, maybe you take seasons as years, and this is year 3, so it's not
Well,
super fast, I guess.
man, where have we seen this before? Like the Superman show just ends its 3rd season, and whether or not it gets a 4th one is really
Yeah,
up in the
I know.
air.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, we were just talking about all the parallels to Superman and Lois in this season alone. There's a lot of similarities, which I'm not complaining. I love that final season of Superman and Lois. So.
Oh yeah. When it comes to this season, and I guess this episode, the pacing is fast. Like they do a lot in this episode, and especially in this episode, I don't care for the whole Lex side of things here. I mean, I don't care for this. I don't care for this version of Lex in general, but it's like, okay, his half-sided redemption here is just not working for me at all.
Yeah. We like talked about it where like it felt like this was like a season 7 moment where he's been evil for 3 years. It's like you barely done anything yet, bro. Go do some evil shit for a couple seasons and then you can
and then come back and talk to us about how evil you are.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, like they were doing like they have the whole thing with Lois and Clark as parents, the whole Jimmy Cara thing, the whole like Lex side of things, and this giant Kryptonian lore exposition, and this big sci-fi fight. It's like all at once. It was moving at breakneck speed throughout that episode, which sometimes I don't mind that. In fact, we might talk about another finale later where I didn't mind that too much, unless you guys have already done that.
We haven't yet, no.
Yeah, I don't know. The pacing in this one just felt really off for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny because I think I prefer the pacing in this one than the one you're referring to, Jake.
Interesting.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But I'm I'm gonna miss the show if it is the ensure the final season. I think this might be the show we've been talking about the longest, Taz, in terms of like.
Yeah, at this point, right?
I think this
Currently
is the
running
last
shows.
show.
Yeah.
This is the last show we talked about when we did this on Pipeline, because
Ooh,
Flash
yeah,
is
you're
done.
right.
Gotham Knights is done. Superman Lois is done.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Knight. I mean, not Moon Knight. Secret
Invasion.
Secret
Invasion
Invasion.
is hopefully done.
Darren's
Uh-huh.
Well,
still,
we have a Secret Invasion 2, Electric Boogaloo, but DC
Darren.
made it this time.
Darren
Yeah.
was still hung up on Moon Knight.
Was there any other shows from that era that Flash podcast is probably not getting a second season?
No, most likely not.
Still haven't watched the final episode. By the way.
I don't think so.
Did we Invincible? You know what it was? It was the Invincible Adam Eve special we covered.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
So yeah, I guess you could say. But besides that, yeah, this is an end of the era of that era of shows. If it is indeed over, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe.
Did you guys do like Agatha when it came out, or
that was under this?
okay.
This show.
Yeah, that was after the credits.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, we only did a couple shows, and then when he left Pipeline, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a separate show where I could just talk about TV shows mainly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else.
I think did we cover Harley Quinn? Although that's over too anyway, so I don't know why you even bring that up.
No, we didn't.
Is that actually over?
Okay, actually, I was going to bring that up because I think they're in a very similar situation because they haven't been canceled. They just haven't been picked up yet. Like they are in the exact situation that this show is in. That makes me nervous. And technically, same with Young Justice. Young Justice was never canceled. They never said,
"Yeah, that's still in limbo too."
Technically, same with. I mean, this one might look a little more definitive, but also same with Cape Crusader right now.
Yeah. It's. I feel like the animation stuff is kind of in that. Where it's
I'm just happy this seems to be safe.
Yes, Marvel's. I can't believe I'm saying this. I guess Marvel is better in terms of, at least like letting you know. I guess if something's continuing, like I feel like they're always like, yeah, that was always a one-off, or where like
whereas DC just loves to drop vague hints and get people's hopes up.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird stuff. Great, decent season. I over a year. I would agree, Shokra. I think at this point we can pretty much say Harley Quinn is done. It's Go ahead, Jake. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I like this season more than 2 or not, because I kind of have the same relationship with this season and the second one, where it starts off like kind of mixed. Like there's great stuff in there, and then there's some stuff I don't love. Season 1 is still my favorite, and I think 2 and 3 are kind of fighting for that second place slot.
I think I've technically liked each season a little less, but like that's not like I'm not like this season sucks. Like I think the season's good. It's a flawed.
Just in if we were ranking them by numbers in comparison, it's not.
Again, I feel similarly to X-Men, which this will make a good transition. Where I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like we should be allowed to like something less without being like, I hate this thing. You know?
Yeah. You should have a transition screen for this. That one I would be cool with.
Man, this is such a weird finale for me because I have my issues. I have things that don't exactly sit well with me, but I went on Twitter to like, this is the worst season of television of all time, and like Marvel like ruined the show. Like I saw a tweet that was like, this is on par with the Flash season 7, and I wanted to jump out the goddamn window. Like,
that sounds like some shit. That sounds like some shit Variety would have put together, because I think they've been snorting coke when it comes to this season.
Like it's so like, can we just calm down with our expectations? Like I feel like that is the Twitter thing, to be like, this is like the most extreme version of this opinion, and it's like I don't even disagree with you inherently, but we're on
right. It's the way they're going
it's
about
extremes.
it. Right. It's like, yeah, okay. So I kind of, I guess I've briefly talked about this earlier last week, but like overall, I think this season had some severe pacing issues.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think that we were telling a part 2 to a 2-part story that started with season 1. If you think about X-Men 97 season 1 and season 2 as one whole package rather than season 1 and season 2 individually, it sits a little bit more nicely. It feels more like a quote-unquote complete season. However, it's when you just look at season 2 on face value with, first 4 episodes, really good, starting off the apocalypse story. Then we had some kind of side questy, somewhat quote-unquote fillery episodes there in the middle. And then we kind of rushed to the end. And I think the other big thing here is that we didn't get Onslaught. I think that's the other thing that people are very upset about, is that there was this theory going around that we'd get that kind of merger between Professor X and Magneto's consciousness, and the fact that there wasn't really any follow-on to the elements that they kind of set up, and that you could maybe see that there was a part of, or a version of this finale where maybe that character did show up. However, taking the show again, face value, what we got, I think it's still really strong. And I think we also have to realize, too, is that this is the return of a long-ended show. A show that literally did start in the 90s, that a lot of people grew up on, that just so happened to be like, yes, it is so popular, Marvel is going to not only bring it back, make new seasons, but make it the highest of quality in animation, bring back most of the original voice actors, / find new voice actors that fit into their roles seamlessly and feel like they could have been a part of the original cast. This is unprecedented and unheard of as far as the structure of television goes, the fact that they put it on Disney Plus, the fact that we are getting now, after this point, yearly releases as well.
Yeah.
I think people need to calm down a little bit. This is season 2 of a 5 to 10 season plan as well. There's more to come. This isn't it. This isn't My Adventures with Superman season 3, where we don't know if we're getting a season 4 or not. And maybe there's a little bit of an area to be upset with. Maybe not everything was finished out here, but this is season 2.
And season 4 is already being worked on.
Season 4 is already being worked on. There is a lot more story to tell. So why don't we just take a step back? Take it in. Enjoy it for what it is. Speculate on future seasons, but don't hold on to this idea. I think it's people also too are holding on to this idea that they had of what season 2 is going to be, and they skew their view as well because there was that creative shakeup, right? Is because the original, what was he, showrunner?
Showrunner.
Yeah, the original showrunner was taken off the project, and therefore a lot of his ideas had to be, I'm sure, shelved because legally, or just for the fact that there are now new people in charge that want to take the show in a different direction. Which, again, I can sympathize with the fact, okay, I would have liked to see this original version. Sure, that makes sense. But again, it's not going to be exactly what you speculate it to be, exactly what you want it to be, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, I do think we're in a little bit of a WandaVision situation. Not the same exact thing.
No.
Saw these promises that Bo had made, and they're like, well, I don't deem that what I saw on the screen was as cool as that this would have been, so thus it must be bad. Right. And I don't necessarily think that. I think what they were doing in the final episode was cool. My issue more so comes from the execution of some of the things. I think the concepts aren't the bad thing. And
yes. I think it was the rushed execution of it as well, right? Is that it all happened too quickly in a lot of ways.
I do think it's that I think they were supposed to have 10 episodes, and I think they got pushed down to 9. I assume due to the Bodemeo of it all. Which again, I said going in, I didn't think the season would be affected, but I do think we're seeing. Okay, like I do think there's a clear cutoff of when the switch happened.
Right.
I do think it's episodes. What is it? 8 and 9. There was a different vibe in the air. I felt like there was a different, not even a bad one, but there was a like, oh, we're going in this direction now, and this is how we're
almost
wrapping up the season.
You know what I think about it as, right? Is what was it? Supergirl season was 3 was Rain, right?
Yep.
And there was kind of like a hard switch cutoff after the mid-season, where it kind of took a little bit of a turn that we weren't necessarily expecting. Certain things that were set up, presented to us, kind of fell to the wayside, and they set up new things and ended it in a different way. And again, not that was a bad season. I think that's still one of the strongest seasons of that show.
Agreed.
Very similar here. Again, lots of things set up in that first half of the season. Some things had to fall by the wayside by the end of it. But again, now is we are in a new era of it in a lot of ways, right? Is we have a new direction, a new story that we're trying to tell here. And maybe it wouldn't work for the story that they're trying to tell if they were to have introduced Onslaught here. Maybe we'll still see him later on down the line, right? Or I think if I were to give a big plot critique, I guess we can go into full spoilers, right? If I were to give a big full plot critique, it's that now, in a lot of ways, the finale of this season has made the emotional impact of episode 5 of season 1 with Gambit's sacrifice not feel as emotional. Because upon rewatch, you see that, yes, sad death, whatever, but he's coming back. I don't like it when shows undo something that was supposed to be a big, impactful thing. Like, yes, I know we had to have another sacrifice to bring him back, but it feels like, okay, we can just keep swapping sacrifices. Like, I don't like that. I think that is the only element that I really don't like.
I wish we spent maybe and again, this goes into the time thing, and probably my main criticism this season is I just wish, I don't think it's even on them, I wish there was more of it, right? Like with any good show, I wish there was more to chew on, more time to let these things sit, and maybe that would have felt different if there was an extra couple episodes with the dark Gambit stuff. Jake, I see you wanting to say something. I do want to give you the floor. I know you're our resident X-Men guy. I know you have thoughts on the season. How do you feel about this final episode? Were you satisfied with how this all ended? Do you disagree with everything we've already said?
I mean, you could tell the pacing of some of the episodes was a little more, I guess, episodic in the middle of the season compared to season 1. But I also think that in some areas it worked for the season's benefit when you compare it to season 1, because season 1 you had a lot more of a plot through line that kind of took your characters on as it went, and season 2 I feel like really got to develop a lot of those characters in individual ways.
I agree with that.
Like you see, the Wolverine episode that does wonders for both him and Morph. You see what the beginning of the season does for Jubilee, what the end of the season does for characters like Rogue and Nightcrawler. You get the Polaris stuff in the middle. You get the Cable stuff all throughout the season. And I think it's essentially like it's a lot more of a character driven season than season 1 was. And sometimes that may be, viewed as better. Sometimes it may be viewed as worse. I think it's equally good for different reasons. And you've got, there are a couple pacing things you could critique, which I could say about season 1 also. But, I honestly went into this finale not expecting Onslaught in the slightest, a tease at most. But I really feel like they're saving that. I feel like they're saving that. Or there's potentially another direction with Magneto that they could go before that happens, which, people have been speculating that, like Apocalypse would need like some other horseman now, and maybe it would be Magneto instead of Gambit. People have been theorizing that a lot. And I can see people's critique, like Taz brought up with the Gambit sacrifice from the first season. I guess I just don't really feel that same way about it because it's not like he was brought back without consequence. Like they weren't just able to get him back and then everything was all happy. And that wasn't even the plan to sacrifice because Rogue was going to give her own life, but then Kurt stepped in. And I think it works not only for his character, but you still feel that impact. It kind of, and maybe this is a bad example, but I just thought of like that moment in the middle of what is it, the third season of The Flash, where you see like Wally and the Speed Force, and then Jay goes in and takes his place. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
that moment there, that one really got me in the emotions, as well as Gambit and Rogue reading the Bible there at the end. That one really tugged at the heartstrings. But yeah, I think this season was a lot more character focused than season one was, and in some areas that really worked to its benefit. Like I said, it made, some of the characters that had cool action moments in season one, like a Morph or a Jubilee, it gave them more development than season one did, because season one had a lot more of a singular narrative through line with some side stuff attached. And season two, really delved into a lot of those individual characters. And because of that, I feel like season three might end up being the best season that we've gotten so far, because now you've gotten a narrative through line and you can kind of see where that might go while strengthening a lot of your characters that you've gotten throughout this season. So
I think next season's interesting because this is the first time things are kind of normal going into a new season of the show. Like season one, you have the like Charles is gone and we got to rebuild what the X-Men is, and then season two, we're lost in time and stuff. Next season is like kind of back to status quo. Like it's kind of the first like a regular season of the original X-Men show, kind of. And I'm curious. Obviously, they're going to have a massive thing happen next season that we don't know about yet. But going into it, it's like
tied into that post-credit scene with Mystique, most likely.
Sure, it seems like actually. I think next season is probably a lot more grounded. I think having.
Did you catch those references? By the way, did you look closely at the paperwork?
No, I did not look at the paperwork.
Do you have a shot of it we can pull up? Because
ooh, that's a good question. Let's see.
I can pull up Disney Plus if you want. Were they comic references or were they like character references?
Yes.
It's actress references.
Yes.
I'm logged out of Disney for some reason, so we're not pulling up Disney right now.
One thing too, I will give this season the credit for that they did. I said that this season was more character focused, but I love some of the world building that it did, like the Egyptian history that it went into during the Apocalypse episodes, the stuff that they established in the Savage Land or in like Weapon X. A lot of great stuff there. Yep, right there.
Yep. So you've got your references to all of the actresses that have portrayed her throughout the years.
Rebecca Romijn, Jennifer Lawrence. Okay. All right.
Yep. And that first one is wrong X-Men. But no, that first name is the voice of the original Mystique from that series.
That's awesome. That's sick.
Yeah.
It's a very nice little reference there.
Yeah, because they did the same thing. They did the same thing with Magneto in season one, where they're showing a dossier of him, and you see I. McKellen, M. Fassbender, D. Hemblem. D. Hemblem being David Hemblem, who voiced him in the original '90s cartoon.
Yeah,
same sort of thing there.
It's like known aliases.
I am happy they did that. Like we talked last season, or like last episode, Taz, where we're like, I hope she's Mystique. Because she's been just doing bullshit this season. She's just been doing random shit all season.
It turns out maybe she was, but maybe she wasn't at the same time.
Well, I had a feeling going through this season, I'm like, okay, they're showing her in the intro for some reason. Like you kept seeing Mystique in parts of the intro that were updated scenes from the original series that you hadn't seen paid off yet. I'm thinking,
I guess go into those episodes now thinking that anytime you saw Mystique, that the character that she replaced now, obviously at the end of the episode, was that her in that episode? Was that Mystique disguised as?
I have to think it's been her this whole season.
Yeah.
I have to think, because like you like end last season being like Magneto was right and like all this stuff. And then going into this season, she's like anti-mutant fan #1, and she's doing the full like especially the end there when she is fully like she's teaming up with what is it, X-Force and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
She's
But then
like
what is
constantly
what is
going-
Mystique's motivation to do that though?
I don't know.
She's also constantly like she is warped into Magneto's old way of thinking of humans and mutants can't live together in peace. And while Eric has that history with Charles, that friendship there, Mystique does not have that. So that would not be as difficult for somebody like her.
Sure.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Also, love whenever they were showing off some of those other mutants. You got a cool glimpse of Siren, who's the daughter of Banshee. In case anybody doesn't know, Banshee was in the original series for a bit, in season 1 of 97 briefly before he, along with many others, died. But you got to see Siren pop up a little bit wearing a Banshee-inspired costume. So, little detail I liked. And another little detail I liked was the character Morph turned into, and not Wolverine.
Sure. Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, using the same design from Spider-Man 90s. That made me so happy to see that.
Morph is definitely a webhead. He's been a fan of a lot of those Spider-Man characters.
Who can blame him?
But yeah, like to go back to what I was I think I was trying to say a couple minutes ago, but I do think season 4 might be a more grounded season, like with
3.
The cliff. Sorry, yeah, 3. With Mystique being the end credit scene, and with the clip we saw at San Diego Comic-Con of the fucking not the Freedom Fighters, the
Friends of Humanity.
No, the Magneto's group. Oh my god, I'm blanking.
Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Brotherhood is coming in next.
By the way, who thought it was cool that they showed in the place where Magneto would normally be at the intro doing like this against Charles? It was her instead, which makes me think
I liked that.
It's probably Mystique right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be next season's interesting. I'm curious what the kind of a fresh slate where we're going. I haven't talked about it yet. I feel like I wouldn't be me if I don't talk about it. Rest in peace, Nightcrawler, my boy.
Yeah.
I was ready to come into this episode flaming.
Yeah.
I was spoiled for it, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks.
Shout out to Cody. Cody, I'm not mad. Cody, I'm not mad, Cody.
He's just disappointed.
I woke up that morning and I just see a message from Discord that says Darren's going to be devastated. And then all the thumbnails were Nightcrawler. Like on like everyone's reaction was Nightcrawler. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it.
So
they killed
mad
my boy, didn't they?
So mad I knocked my camera out of place.
God damn it. God damn it.
I'm actually going to
Darren
see
takes the camera off.
I'm actually going to see Adrian.
Everyone in this city will die
in like 3-4 weeks. So
yeah,
he's super nice guy.
Yeah, no. It's sad, but I wasn't as sad about it as I thought I was. I went into it being like, these motherfuckers, I can't believe they're doing this. Which I am still sad about it, but I actually was I was like, it's not a bad death for him. Like I did kind of like it was a very wholesome.
It fit.
Moment.
Yes, it does.
It's like, okay, yeah, he would take his spot for Mystique. Would I kill every member of the team to save my blue boy? Yes, I would. But it fits with what they're doing.
It really enhanced that sibling dynamic that they've been rebuilding with him and Rogue over the last couple seasons too. Because like he gave that spot for her because she was going to do it eventually.
Yeah.
Or initially, sorry, that's the word.
Yeah. So I get it. I do kind of agree with you. I am kind of more in your camp, Taz, where I wish I felt more over the Gambit thing. I wish I was more impacted by it. I'm like, oh, he's back. Okay. And maybe it's just because we theorized this was happening for so long, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I like Gambit a lot. He's great, but also I love that death so much. Like that death is such a, because this is something that me and Dark talked about back when season 1 happened, where I'm like, I said then I didn't want him to come back. I said season 1 I didn't want Gambit back, and then I kind of was like, okay, I'm down with it again. But now that it's here, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
I was only necessarily okay with it if it was briefly as a horseman, but I still thought that it should have ended with him basically being like, no, I sacrificed myself so that you guys can live. Like, I appreciate the offer, but like, I got to stay true to what I sacrificed pretty much.
Sure.
Is
like,
it almost.
If there was a moment of like, I don't want you to die, Rogue, for saving me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, that's not why I did it. Like,
Yeah, basically, it's like, I don't want, like, no one's life is more valuable than someone else's. Like, I don't need you to trade your life for mine in one way, is, I think that is the big thing there that I would have liked something. Like, obviously, yes, they acknowledge that Nightcrawler made that sacrifice so that Gambit and Rogue could then be together. But
yeah, that moment when you actually get them back, like true Gambit and Rogue back, that moment was kind of destroying me emotionally, because like season 1 and throughout the entire run of the 90s series, like it's always been a will they, won't they, something is like pushing them together, but it's always that limitation of Rogue's powers that is keeping her from doing it. And then season 1
I guess
and
she doesn't
2,
care that Magneto's gone now.
I mean, like Magneto was just like that one that she felt relieved that she could actually touch and that someone didn't die by her powers. That was most of what her connection to Magneto was derived from. But, like as they say multiple times, some things are deeper than skin. So, it felt like a great payoff. I'll say that.
I do want to talk a little bit more about the final moments, the big climax of the episode. I know a lot of people hate the goddess Rogue moment. I know a lot of people hate Gambit Apocalypse. I don't have an issue with either of those things. I think they're very cool ideas, and I think
this is going to be a Marvel rival skin for Rogue.
I know people are making the like what if comparisons, which I get where they're coming from. I don't have an issue with the moment itself. Like, I think it makes sense, it being like Rogue versus Gambit in this cosmic. I think it works. My issue is it's like 5 seconds. It's like, I got this goddess powers, I got this apocalypse powers, and it's like, all right, well, time to go home. Like, I don't know.
What that the threat is dealt with quickly is your critique?
She just kind of like taps them, and it's kind of just done. It's kind of over.
Well, yes, but no, because she bottles, but like crystallizes Apocalypse,
like encapsulates it to Cable.
All right, and it's like, hey, Cable, this is your thing. You'll know what to do.
Sure.
Here you go.
But, like, you
literally
spend the entire
planting
episode...
a seed for something to happen later on down the line, right? Like,
sure.
Because we know Cable can't necessarily be trusted to always do the right thing. So,
sure,
I don't know what is going to happen there with him and that bottled up Apocalypse. And also, too, just because we defeat Apocalypse now doesn't mean Apocalypse is not still out there.
He's defeated, but he's not destroyed.
Yeah, he's defeated at this moment in time exactly. He's still all throughout time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the scene itself, though, like I don't think it feels like an impactful scene to end the season.
Well,
where it's just we're done.
I feel like it's one of those kind of like a you don't need to fight kind of endings, right? Is instead of having, big bombastic fight scene, which we could have had, it was more of like a kind of like show compassion kind of thing, right?
It was like a Thunderbolt.
I think that's exactly, and that's how I took it. And again, would I have liked a big old fight between the X-Men and Apocalypse? Sure, but we kind of got that all throughout the season. Is I think in a lot of ways this was very personal. Rogue Gambit, free Gambit from Apocalypse's hold. Like, I don't even think this wasn't necessarily defeating Apocalypse.
About
this
beating
was more
him.
So.
Yeah,
this was more so
just about getting back what you lost.
It was getting Gambit back from the clutches of Apocalypse.
Yeah, that was their mission, and you can see, like, I think it creates good drama. You see how their mission conflicts with Cable's, and the whole bit throughout the episode where Cable is trying to get to Gambit. Scott and Jean are fighting him off, saying, "We don't want to hurt you. Like, we don't want to do this." And again, you can tell that there's friction there. You get why both sides are doing what they're doing, because Cable is just convinced because his future and what he has grown up in is like largely impacted by Apocalypse, and he's kind of the catalyst of it. So he sees only one way to get out of it. He sees, like his destiny is to beat Apocalypse and destroy him, which could very well still happen down the line because, like we said, Apocalypse, he's beaten for now, but there's always a chance of him coming back. And I think they are building to that eventually.
Yeah.
Sure.
As well as the Onslaught thing. I think they're slowly burning to that.
Onslaught, they're
too.
definitely.
I think so. Yeah.
They're going to slow burn there. And
in a lot of ways, it would have been too quick to get to it this season. Like, so I know we kind of had the vision of like, oh, the only way to defeat Apocalypse, he's gotten too powerful, is then Onslaught comes out, defeats Apocalypse, and then now Onslaught is the biggest threat, right? Like now he's the villain for season 3. Like set it up that way.
And I still think they might be setting something up with Strife too, because for anybody who doesn't know who that is, that's a clone of Cable. That's kind of the primary villain to X-Force. And the team that Cable leads here, with how much light and focus season 1 and 2 have given him, plus how much season 2 developed X-Force as a team. And there's also the matter that you did see Strife in the original series when Xavier was in that telepathic void. You did see Strife among those characters, so he could very well be showing up too. If you want to pull up Michael's thing right there where the Onslaught
I was
clues
about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to
when
go through
Xavier? Well, I mean, the big one is that when Xavier is in that what's the name of the Egyptian that he goes into the mind of? Regardless, when he's in that person's mind, he gets that vision from that celestial and looks up at that moon. Right there on that moon is like the face of Onslaught. It's like a warped version of Magneto's helmet that shows the merger of Xavier and Magneto. So that right there was one of the key differences, or one of the key clues rather, and just all the little breadcrumbs that they were dropping in the visuals when it comes to like just merging Xavier and Magneto visually. You can tell they're hinting at it.
Yeah, I think you save that for next season.
I don't think it was Ramatot. His name's on the tip, but that Logos. I couldn't think of his name. Logos. Okay. When Xavier like goes into his mind and sees that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which Ross is probably going to have a little bit of a break this season. He's like, all right, I don't have to voice 2 characters anymore, at least for now.
Yeah. Me and Taz talked about our criticisms with Jubilee last week, but I thought she was one of the highlights of this week. I like she gets her full circle. I get the fly the plane moment. As a whole, I think she's been one of the better characters this season, despite her being gone and me having like criticisms of how they handled it. God, Lance, what is that name? God damn it, Lance. I can't even read the names on here, but okay, I'm not even reading your name, Lance. I am not contributing to it. How's the house, Lance? How are you doing okay?
Say, you doing okay, buddy?
We went to look at a new house today, so yeah, there's that.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything, so got no choice but to look elsewhere.
Damn.
I hate to hear that, man. That's fucked.
Yeah, they want to go through the insurance, which can take forever, and they're acknowledging that it could take forever, so they just made the suggestion that maybe we should terminate the lease. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
The housing market sucks these days.
Yeah.
We found a decent spot. It's just doing the application and getting it. Like I'd have a whole basement. I'd have a whole basement area. So I mean, that's the one I'm hoping for.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I hope you can find a good place for $10.
We all got your back, man.
I had to get a new mic for tomorrow because I have to do this off my laptop, and my kids broke the other portable mic I had.
Oh no!
So you're gonna have to. Y'all gonna have to tell me how it sounds tomorrow.
I won't be there, but good luck.
You're You're gonna be there, Darren. I know you will.
Lance,
I will-
I will virtually send you my microphone through the mail so that you can have this buttery smooth audio.
Oh yeah, it is buttery and smooth.
I won't be there like right at the start, but it won't be long before I'm in there.
Cool.
I'll
It's
be
gonna
like last
neat.
week where it's just Lance in there.
It's gonna be me and
Uh.
Taj. It's gonna be the black guys.
That is if Taj
Um,
decides he likes you anyway.
All right. Well, I think we're towards the end of our X-Men talk.
Yeah.
I,
He was texting me the night of the finale asking me questions about comic lore for X-Men.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I found the book. I ordered it. It's gonna be here tomorrow.
Oh, the War College?
Yeah,
Nice. You're welcome.
yeah. Because I just really want people to like. People always say, "Oh, you can't race spin the X-Men," and they did a whole comic on it. So I mean, there's that.
Oh my god.
I mean, even then, the X-Men are one of the most diverse groups in comics, just no one wants to acknowledge it.
Oh,
Yep.
Mhm.
all right, we have one more show to get through tonight. Lance, you are more than welcome to talk lanterns with us.
ooh, yay!
Ooh. Are
You know what? It feels good.
you eating a McDouble?
Yes, this is my dinner.
Let's see a big bite, Lance.
Can we get a 1-bite review?
It's cold.
But it
It's like
feels
4 out of
good.
10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Could be fresher.
It feels good to have a new live-action DC TV show back.
That doesn't
got-
suck.
Feels good to see Green Lanterns in live action again.
Yeah, I don't know. I got like deja vu to Arrowverse days, like again.
Yeah,
Like, when
'cause
was the
this
last time you
lantern-
watched-
Because this Lantern show was like speculated to be connected to all that shit when it was first
Yep.
Well,
first
like-
conceptualized.
Look at the history of this, right? We start in like 2011 with like Green
Mhm.
Lantern, which is supposed to be the start of a new thing. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
the start of the like DCEU, and because that flopped, we got the Flash show because that was supposed to be a movie, right? Which
What?
led
Wait, what?
wasn't that a thing where like like because Green Lantern flopped, they did the Flash TV show instead of a Flash movie.
No.
That was a
So-
thing, wasn't it?
So
No.
I think
So,
you might
bro,
be confusing.
you're like leaving a part out that happened in the middle because after Green Lantern didn't do good because Berlanti and Guggenheim along with Michael Green
He did Arrow.
they did a pass on that script
Sure.
for Green Lantern. After that didn't do good, they kind of gave him Arrow as a consolation prize.
did
They said,
Arrow,
"Hey,
okay.
like you can do Green Arrow on television," and then they spun the Flash off of that. And I don't
Gotcha.
think they predicted it was going to be more popular than Arrow in its prime, but what happened. And the reason why some of those movies became even more in demand. What the hell?
What the
Man, if you
hell,
don't get-
Lance?
Man, if you don't get the fat pack out of here.
wait, hold on.
Lance.
Wait, can
Dude,
we
you
so
can
that
get
we
off
can
my
put Lance's head on? Oh no.
Oh man.
Lance.
But
I said,
no,
kick my phone off.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah,
like, anyway-
I hope that explained it a little better.
Sure. But like anyway, that led to introducing John Diggle, to us almost getting Justice U, to then we almost got the like Stargirl Green Lantern spinoff that never happened.
Yes.
I blame
They
Taj.
they were originally conceptualizing the Green Lanterns thing as like what was it, like Kyle Rayner and Guy
Mhm.
Gardner and Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, like all those
Yeah.
ones that
Yep.
are less
Yep.
known than
Back
Hal
on
and
DC
John.
Universe. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah,
So
that was supposed to come out in 2020.
long time coming. Long time
I know,
coming
this
to
show
get a
has
Green Lantern
been
show.
in like development purgatory,
But
for
not
half a
even this
decade.
show. Like not like
No,
the
I'm saying like a
different- yeah.
Lanterns project just in general. Like we heard about a Green Lantern TV show
Mhm.
so long ago, and the
Yeah.
fact that it's finally out, it's like it's kind of surreal in a way. It's like,
Yeah,
oh wow, we finally got the
I-
thing.
Yeah, because the movie did so poorly, they were scared of live action Green Lantern content for a decade, not realizing that, oh, like we are not going to do this because people just don't care about Green Lantern. No, you just made a really flawed movie that is by no means the worst DC movie, but it's definitely not the best. And now I hope that doesn't happen to something like The Flash, because you got a really popular show out of it, then the movie fucking bombed bad. So I hope they're not scared
Yeah.
of live action Flash content going forward.
I
because
enjoyed
of
the
that.
Flash.
Lance, why is your microphone not green?
Green, Lance. Green.
I thought it was Green
It's
Lantern.
changing.
Over green. Lima
It's,
beans.
chan-
Green.
it's changing colors on its own. So
Green Lantern.
I like that. I like that.
I had a feeling you might.
But episode 2, this is the first, I guess, like real, like TV show, like live action TV show kind of stuff. It's weird because you started with Creature Commandos, which was animated, and then you did Peacemaker, which was like started on the other side of the fence with the DCEU, and this is like the first proper TV show, live action TV show, new TV show for the DCU proper that was designed for the DCU proper, where like Creatures and Peacemaker was kind of meant for the before stuff. I don't know about you guys. I know Taz is kind of in the same boat. We had our like I started being like, guys, this is going to be really, really good, and then the first trailer came out, and I was like, I don't know. I'm losing a little bit of faith. And then with more trailers coming out, I was like, okay, maybe, like we'll see. And now we're here. How does everyone feel? First episode thoughts, feelings, speculations. How do we feel?
I feel pretty good about this, honestly. Like, you know that I had been kind of...
You're very skeptical.
I don't want to say, yeah, I'd been very skeptical, very cautious about this show going into it, because I was not a big fan of what was being portrayed in those trailers. And I think what really happened was kind of, you definitely said like, hey, I think that this is a lot of stuff just from the first episode that we're seeing in these trailers, and that's kind of what it ended up being. Was it was very much so like, okay, this is just scratching the surface as far as what we're going to actually get in the show itself. And then the moment it started, really, and we kind of started getting into things after that initial opening sequence, that initial opening scene, the flashback there, I was like, okay, I'm kind of hooked. Like, you see the HBO style, the higher budget, like you get a sense of what they're trying to do here. I really became, I really just kind of became very enthralled by the world that they were trying to build here. Like, it's very different than everything that we've seen. Yes, it does still fall into it is very grounded. Like, if you're looking at this as a cosmic Green Lantern TV show, that's not at all what it is, at least not right now. However, they set up a very good mystery. It is definitely like a not necessarily a murder mystery, I guess murder mystery, investigation, buddy cop kind of thing, with just a backdrop being that these two cops just so happen to be Green Lanterns. I think that's a very good setup, a very good premise, and we have not just a main storyline happening, which is 2016, but then we also have a present day storyline going on with another mystery. Lance, eat your burger a little closer to the mic and we can see how it sounds.
Yes.
Lance is like, I'm loving it.
That's a soundbite. That is. I don't know what sound you were making, but that's a soundbite.
But how does this mic sound though?
Oh, it sounds great. Yeah, you sound good.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. My kids broke another one yesterday, so there's.
You sound good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's changing color. I didn't see that until just now.
Yeah. I just got it from Walmart. $40.
But yeah, I it's interesting because this show has been a little bit more divisive based on this first episode than I thought. Because I I loved this first episode. I liked
Yeah,
it a
me too.
lot more than I thought I was going to. Like it.
Yeah.
Like our main two have this dynamic that is so incredibly great to watch. I think every great show needs to have a good dynamic between their characters. Its world building is so excellent. Its small town mystery is really, really good. It's setting this. It does the thing that every good TV pilot should do, and you can tell that this was made by the guy who made Lost, the guy who made arguably one of the greatest pilots, TV show pilots of all time, where he understands you need to ask questions in your first episode. You need to get people hooked. I was
have a
hooked.
question about the first episode.
What's your question, Lance?
How was the grandma sex?
I mean,
Nothing
we saw it,
better than
right?
eating off another man's grill.
I mean, he was tearing that up with that car. That's all I.
I mean,
it makes it
amen.
funnier that the actress's name is Porna.
Hey man,
It
you know
makes it
what?
funnier.
I guess it chapter 2 tried to prepare us.
When she showed up on screen, I said, I don't know if this is a young-looking old person or an old-looking young person.
That was not on my Green Lantern bingo card.
Okay.
And
He has
also
he has a fetish for like people in authority. I guess I don't know.
and John Stewart using the Green Lantern ring as a lighter.
That
He
was
thought-
crazy.
That was kind of sick.
No, he thought that was so. He thought that
He's
did
like-
with
he's
that.
like,
He
yo.
thought that
He's
was
He's like, nah, I'm gonna offer you a light.
that was so.
I don't know.
He
He
said-
man.
has it
said-
for one day, and that's
I'm
how he uses it.
Like,
I'm gonna offer you a light. I said, why your voice
Uh,
is so deep
Aaron-
like that?
Aaron Pierre is just already so good as that character.
Oh,
really
he's
good at
great.
John. He's really good at
well,
John.
You know what really kind of sold me on him as this character was seeing how excited he was in those interviews, like surrounding Comic-Con and everything like that.
Yeah.
And him like in the jacket with like the Green Lantern shoes, and he showed up to the premiere in like a Green Lantern Corvette or something like that. He's
Yeah,
just
he's
very
full-on
into
nerd.
it. Like he's a nerd, and it's so funny. It's like he was kind of a forgettable character, and he was in Krypton, right?
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, like
Oh,
somewhat of a
yeah.
forgettable character in Krypton, and I was like,
was
oh, this
Mufasa.
guy, like, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, like he's cool, like he looks like
I
he
knew
could be Jon
Darren-
Stewart.
I knew Darren would bring that one up.
Was it Scar or Mufasa? I think it
He
was.
was Mufasa.
He was Mufasa. Okay.
Because there's that whole thing on the Jennifer Hudson show where he goes down the celebrity tunnel and they're saying that's Mufasa to him.
That's funny. But no, he's great. Like these.
Oh, he's so
these
good.
Casting for both Hal and John are.
Hal was the
Mhm.
one I was skeptical about. I'm like,
he kills it.
really?
He kills it. As,
Yeah,
like,
I
an
like- I
older-
I didn't love like the accent that he was doing in the trailers, but like actually like watching the show, I'm like just kind of like a not even like a washed up Green Lantern, but kind of like a Green Lantern who's just like ready to
Yeah.
just who's seen it all, he's done it all, and he's just like he doesn't really care. He's just ready to like
Grizzled.
Mhm.
he's grizzled, yeah. He's seen some stuff. He knows a thing or two because he's
Yeah.
seen a thing or two.
He's
And
been
he's
Green
also
Lantern since 1986.
And he's-
seen-
Yeah.
and he's not afraid to die either, which was brought up.
You could almost argue that maybe at some points he was trying to die.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, I think they do
And I
a
love-
really good. Oh God, Taz, I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, sorry. Just bring this up real quick and then go into what you're saying. As I love the idea that they brought up the question of is he truly fearless or does he just have nothing to lose?
That's really good. Does he have nothing to
Yeah.
live for? Yeah.
Or yeah, does he have nothing to live for?
Yeah. That's
which
interesting.
brings up, which brings to my mind how I was thinking about it. Him not backing up the ring, I think he's fearless because, well, he saw his father die, and when you lose a parent, trust me, I know from experience, nothing really phases you anymore. So him witnessing that, him going into the same line of work, he's been a lantern for all these years. He knows what's going on. I mean, you got to be fearless to have some green orb yank you from the middle of nowhere and just drop you in front of a bleeding alien and it's the way he talks about the Guardians and the Guardians of old with like just disdain. Like he doesn't care. He's not afraid of anything because he knows, at least up until this point, they're not going to do anything to him.
Yeah,
But I feel as if it's gotten to a point that they're like, okay, we can't.
It's like, all right, we got to stop.
right.
I mean,
But,
well, if you
like,
saw the little preview of what's to come on this season, you
Yeah.
know that there's some stuff there. Yeah.
Well, like his whole mindset too, I actually kind of found interesting. Where like no matter what happens to him in his mind, it can't be worse than what he's already faced. Like he's already faced the worst kind of pain that in his mind he can. So that's kind of why nothing phases him at this point.
Yeah. No, I think I definitely understand why they chose an older Hal for this story. Like I know that's disappointing for people. I know people want prime Hal Jordan,
which we could still get,
because we're hopping around the timeline. And also too, as somebody again who went into this thinking like, oh, I want to see the suits more. I like the little aside that they do at the taco stand, right? Where he's like, oh, Hal Jordan, why don't you wear your suit very often? And he's like, well, it's like when you first get a job, you want to dress nicely, wear a shirt and tie, impress everybody.
Yeah.
But once you've been doing it for a while, you only bring it out for special occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that too, because it's
a
definitely
great explanation.
It's definitely true.
That's a great way of saying we just didn't want to put the suits on the entire time. Like it wasn't.
Sure.
It wouldn't have been comfortable, or they didn't have the budget. I don't know. Like I wonder what the behind the scenes thing is for it, or if they had a limitation, or if they're like, okay, truly this is what's best for the story.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more of a Daredevil like earn the suit. Yeah.
I think the big thing the thing that kind of made me I guess really skeptical, that's the word, when it came to like Hal's age, is like, okay, well, are his contemporaries, like who are typically his contemporaries in comics, like Barry Allen and Oliver Queen, are they going to be in their late 50s, early 60s too? Are they going to automatically be thrown into that age range? And we don't really know yet. There's nothing to really say. I know a lot of people kind of went with that assumption. I'm not saying I automatically jumped in that train, but the thought's been on my mind. It's like, all right, are we going to get like a really old Oliver Queen? Because like I would rather not, get like 60-year-old Oliver running around, like all Dark Knight Return style with one arm. I mean, hey, it might be cool for something else worlds, but like I think, listen, Arrow made as good of an impact as it did, but I think like you really could go prime and proper comics route with that character. Same thing with Barry, and make a lot of good material out of it.
Well, here's what I'm almost thinking too, is not to get too ahead of myself here, but speaking of Green Arrow and everything, that Green Lantern, Green Arrow animated movie where it was Jon Stewart and Oliver Queen, and who was the villain of that movie?
You mean Beware My Power?
Yeah. It was Hal Jordan taken over by Parallax, right?
Ooh, that movie was rough.
But like I think it's
a good Green Jon Stewart.
I think
he was good. Yeah, it's just the movie.
I think it's a good idea though, and I saw Michael bring up the ending.
Yeah,
like let's jump ahead real quick. Long story short, long story short, all the rumors and the theories and everything was true. We flash forward to present day, 2026. Hal Jordan is dead. He's frozen on the bleachers, dead. But dead.
I'm not even convinced.
Neither am I.
The ring's missing, but we know who it went to. We don't.
I have it. Yes, actually,
we don't know why it went.
I have it here.
Jake killed Hal Jordan
because the showrunners said it on the Lanterns podcast.
Jordan the Stallion has it actually.
We're doing a season.
Have you seen those videos with him and Grant Gustin? They're so damn funny.
We literally are doing a season with shapeshifters. We don't know that's him.
Exactly.
We don't even know if he's dead there. Like
the Manhunters.
Well, I will say though too, isn't it so funny how there are so many references to Hal saying, "Oh, I'm gonna die," or over my dead body, or the only way you're getting this ring is if I'm dead. Like he says that so. Yeah, he says lines like that at least 6 or 7 times throughout the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have to let it be known that they're manhunters, not Martian manhunters. Manhunters,
yes, that's
canonically, true. Manhunters canonically were who the Guardians of Oa created before they decided to create the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
That's that's the predecessors.
Before Corona went crazy and made Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, that's who they made, and then one of the Guardians decided to sick the Manhunters on some random planet just to show how dangerous they can be. I don't know, but hey. But they did spoil where Hal's ring is, but at the same time it does not make sense because of the time frame. We know whoever does have the ring doesn't need it. So it's obviously not for use. It's for protection. Or something along. It has to be something along the lines of that, because obviously, even though John is, looking all, he's wearing the same outfit from Justice League Unlimited. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He's looking much older and much more mature. He's obviously still not ready. Obviously, he's still not ready.
So curious about that 10-year gap.
Yeah. Like, so what is he doing for 10?
Is season 1 10 years, or is it like a year? And we're like, all right, well, like what if we don't get the full thing this season? And that's kind of what I hope. Well,
this is going to be a multi-season thing, I would assume, because it's
five?
literally like this season on Lanterns, or like, Lantern season 1. Like, they're showing this as like, this is going to be at least a multi thing,
Again, think of Lost.
Seasons.
Like, Lost was really good at introducing these concepts and these mysteries and being like, you're not getting that answer this season. We're going to make you wait till season 3 or season 4 and making you work for those answers. I would not be shocked if we're like arrowing it, where it's like, there's stuff where we're not going to let you know the full story until like season 5. Like, it takes 5 seasons to get caught up to present, or like something like that.
I'd be very interested to see what Jon Stewart's been doing for the last 5 years if he doesn't have the ring.
But
I guess the thing is, maybe he just doesn't have it current. Maybe he just doesn't have it currently.
I forgot about Man of Tomorrow. That kind of busts my bubble of that whole thing, where you do kind of need to get caught up with 2026, I guess.
Yeah,
that's this is obvious. 2026 is obviously, this has to be like in January, like the January-ish area of 2026. It's snow on the ground. It has to be before Man of Tomorrow, which is interesting, because this is what I was saying the other day, Darren. This is what I was saying in the Discord yesterday. Does Hal know Superman? Does Superman know Hal?
I would assume they know of each other, right? They're both world famous like superheroes and stuff, right? Like,
well, when does it say? Hold on. So, like, when Hal? Do we know like when Hal died?
2026. That's all we know.
Yeah, I mean recently.
So,
like,
okay, that was about
that
to say,
same night, day, whatever.
Okay, because I guess I was trying to think of the timeline, because at the beginning of Superman, they say that he showed himself to the world 3 years before that. So, I mean, there's some wiggle room you could play with there for sure. But then it makes me wonder, did he know people like Supergirl? And like, he obviously knew Guy, but yeah, nice, Lance. But like, did he know people like Clark or Kara or Michael or any of them? No, Lance.
It does
not
also
that Michael.
seem very isolated.
Rosenbaum?
No, Jackson.
What if Hal is in Man of Tomorrow, but they can't say it yet because it would spoil like Lanterns? Like, what if he is alive and he's in that movie, and they're just like, all right, now we can tell you he's in Man of Tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess I'm wondering, why did they decide to go ahead and? Well, I mean, it makes sense that they went ahead and decided to say that Jon Stewart was on there.
Sure. But I guess that was implied, right? Because like, he's the new one. Which, like, that's also a thing. Like, people love to praise the like DC AMU, or I'm sorry, not the M, but like the like DC AU, the like animated,
DCAU, the
yeah,
Timverse.
like yeah, that stuff. That's the same dynamic. Like Hal, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there for that franchise at all.
He's shown as like a hologram or like an Elseworlds type thing in one single frame, but he never talks. And then boom, John's back.
Like there's clearly an inspiration from that version that I think they're taking from.
Oh
like,
yeah, well, I mean, we said this at the beginning of this universe.
It's also the same deal in that universe with a character like Barry. It's the same thing with him. He's not shown or hinted at all.
Which
like,
I
oddly enough,
which I kind of hope they do as well, as they just go straight into Wally.
I think that's what they're doing. Yeah.
I mean, oddly enough, Jay is hinted in that universe, but Barry is not.
Like we have Superman, we have Batman, obviously Wonder Woman, which we all know is all three of those are coming. John instead of Hal, most likely Barry will be older in this universe if they're going by the
older, dead in the Speed Force or off world,
retired.
And then all we're missing right now is, I mean, Hawkgirl is also already here. I would not be shocked if they throw her on there. All we're missing is Martian Manhunter, which be easy to throw him into one of these. I feel like
I don't know. I feel like Hawkgirl only works for a team like that if you're gonna do the Anagarian story, which of course Justice League inevitably did. But I'd kind of argue that a better seventh member of that team that would still like be a second female and just bring in another part of the world. I've been saying it should be Zatanna instead of Hawkgirl.
Ooh.
I mean, at this point, I know it's two of the same kind of character, but like they'll probably just make it Supergirl at this point, to be honest. Like,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless they make it like Mr. Terrific or something.
I can see that too. I don't love Supergirl being like a founding member, just because I do love each of the founding members kind of being from a different like
branch of the world.
Yeah. Right. That would be like having Barry and Wally on the team at the same time.
I kind of said the same thing with like the Arrowverse. Where why is there three super sort of people? Like, why is there Martian Manhunter, Clark, and Kara?
I mean, Jean and Clark makes sense. Kara, you could say like was just on that thing because she was a leading show character.
Oh, I mean, she needed to be there. My like argument would be John though. Like Clark and Kara make sense to me because like, okay, they're in different cities and they can like garner their different cities. John's on the same like team as Kara. Why is she here? And why not someone like, you know, another member of the, you know what I mean? Like I like that was always the thing.
I guess. I mean, like I was never really bothered by that because like, you know, Martian Manhunter is a founding Justice League member. So I was fine with that. Like when they included people like Batwoman onto the team, I'm like, okay, I don't really like this dynamic so much. And even Black Lightning, I don't know what it is. Like I really like him as a character. What's up? But honestly, I feel like they should have had Diggle on there instead of him. Maybe that's a hot take, but I mean, like you had no Arrow Paragons on that team at all. Both Diggle and Laurel, I think, would have been great additions.
Sure.
Anyway, we're not going down an Arrowverse rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Lanterns. We only have a few 20 or so minutes left to kind of go.
Staying on here all night, Darren. I don't have nothing to do tomorrow.
We got like I think how they're setting up this mystery is interesting. We got this like this farm thing is interesting to me. This like anti-alien racist farmer. Like I'm at least alien racist farmer. I'm like, this guy totally has.
I don't think he's. Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think any of the Makins except for Carrie. I don't think any of them are human, except for Carrie and Zoe. I don't think they're human.
Well, also too, wasn't it hilarious that what was the straw that broke the camel's back there in the interrogation scene? How did Hal Jordan find out that the alien was an actual alien? Was the fact that he. But also the fact that he like wasn't racist.
Right.
Yeah.
Really
Which is kind of funny.
That was my favorite scene of the episode. That was so good.
Really?
That was the episode where I'm like, oh, Kyle was great. Like this is a very well made, well put scene, but also makes a lot of sense. It's like, yes, you would learn all these facts, but that's all he had was like
Right, it was like
he was
surface
president.
level information, as he wouldn't have any
Yeah.
of the nuances that real
It's
people
like, how do you feel
have.
about the president? How do you feel
Yeah.
about him? It's like, well, I know
And
this
he's
and
like-
this and this. It's like, that's not
Right, and he's like
those
using
are
the clues of
facts.
like, okay, if this guy is supposed to be from here, he grew up here, like these are the
Yeah.
biases that
Yeah.
he would most likely have, and if he doesn't have those biases, then ding ding ding, like
And I loved the Hogwarts bit too, where because I like relate to that heavy because I didn't grow up in Harry Potter. I didn't know Harry Potter. I knew what Hogwarts was though, and I feel like most people would have at least heard of Hogwarts or like
yeah, that's like saying, okay, who's the villain of Star Wars? Darth Vader. Like,
yeah,
Darth
sure.
you know,
It's like showing like a Batman logo, being like, whose logo is this? Like everyone knows. it's
I don't know. I think I saw it in a comic book somewhere.
Sure, but that that was such a like those two actors just in a room doing
Mhm.
their back and forth was so fantastic, and like I was like not spoiled, but I was like I was seeing some of the reactions when the first episode first came out, and people were it's kind of clear okay Hal died like based on how people were talking Hal's probably dead, and I
Yeah.
was like, is this how he dies? Yeah, it's like is this how does he die in this room with this guy?
In this back room?
Yeah, no, it was
the back
it was
rooms.
And like that's I don't get it, man. Like people were like, you can't even tell this is the Green Lantern show. 5
Put you in
uses
the back
in
room.
episode 1 of him flying and
Yeah.
using constructs and talking
Um,
about space and like
Literally,
what are
the
we
alien
talking
said
about?
one of his things was, "Hey, you've been here for 48 hours already. Have you recharged your ring yet? Did you bring
Yeah.
your lantern with you? Like, I'm gonna call your bluff. Maybe you don't have another. Maybe you don't have enough power."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't get that criticism. It kind of felt like they had their thoughts on the show going into the episode, and they were still like, "Yes, this is how I feel." But it's like, but did you actually like pay attention to what was happening? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say we're TikTok brained, but I feel like a lot of these shows are a certain type of show, and this show leans very. It's very similar to like a Penguin, where it is
Yes.
leaning on more prestige television mixed with the superhero stuff, and I think it does that very well. I think it scratches the itch on both of my brains of what I like about good TV. Both of my brains. I did not mean to say it like that. It like scratches the itch in my brain of superhero TV that I love, but also well written, well put together television. And I think we're kind of in a similar situation to the X-Men combo we had, where I think people are bringing their biases into the show of like, well, I don't like Hal's dead, and I don't like this, and I want it to be like this and this and this. And I'm like, can we just give it a shot? Can we let the pilot like
Fly the
bring us
plane.
in, soft land us into the show, and let the show speak for itself and have a
Instead of
storyline?
you guys sabotaging the plane and making it a bumpy landing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's great. I thought the first episode was fantastic.
I mean, it's got the potential to be my favorite thing in the DCU so far, but if you were to ask me personally, that bar is not incredibly high for me.
Oh, I like this episode easily more than everything in the DCU so far. And I will
Oh,
I mean,
Very-
the only
y'all
thing I
realize
really,
that, Kyle Chandler's daughter is also in the DCU.
yeah, she's in Creature Commandos, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
Sriracha.
Gotcha.
Season
That-
2.
that's the only thing I really dug out of the DCU so far was Creature Commandos.
Interesting.
Surprisingly.
That's, oddly enough, my least favorite thing.
Really? This is? Really?
No, creatures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
I don't know where I'd put lanterns. It's too early to tell for me. Like, I really, really, really enjoy it. Again, I think it's of the same quality as something like the Penguin. But
Well,
again, it's too
that was
early.
your first. That was your first mistake, Cameron. Was reading a Variety review.
I think
It's
I
still
feel
too early to
very
tell.
I feel very solid that this first episode of Lanterns is easily my favorite thing they've done. Superhero is probably my least favorite. And then I think Superman, Creature Commandos, and Peacemakers fighting in the mid category of like which order they go for me.
So I don't know where I would put lanterns on this. Like, that first episode, I don't really want to put against everything else because those are at the very least complete projects so far.
Yeah.
So it'll fit more in whenever that's done. Oh, yep. But as far as everything that's in the DCU right now, from me top to bottom, it goes probably Creature Commandos, Supergirl, and then Superman and Peacemaker are just kind of interchangeable at that bottom spot. I would probably put Superman above Peacemaker, but it's like Creature Commandos, Supergirl, and then way down here, Superman and Peacemaker.
Fair.
You have wait. What was that comment about the oath?
Someone just said they have it memorized.
Can you teach it to Kyle Chandler?
Oh yeah, here it was. I wanted to highlight the comment. We did our rankings. Yes, there.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
we can talk about that again once the season's over because while it's my favorite, it could easily change, and my door flew open.
That scared me for a second.
There's
I'm
a
not
ghost in the house.
How do you feel about Guy having a lantern signal?
That makes sense for him.
Yeah.
I just want to see Batman punch him in this fucking face.
I think John's gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah,
Good.
probably.
Do it.
Should punch him in the face and take his ring.
Or just generate a giant fist with the ring and punch him. Oh, man.
This season has a lot of potential. I think that little hype trailer at the end got me very excited for the rest of the season as well. And again, I like the fact that it's going to be a mystery all the way through. That it's not just like a first episode mystery and then we go to like status quo kind of things. Like and it's multiple mysteries as we're investigating this mystery in the past. Now John's investigating this mystery in the present. And then there's still all this other stuff that we don't necessarily know about. Like, John's talking on the phone to his dad, I guess. And like,
oh, that's another
thing.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Like,
I
is
have
he
a feeling,
on a mission for his father? Like, what's going on here?
I have a feeling. What I think is John Stewart Sr. aspired to be a Green Lantern. Yeah. Because in that first interaction when John was a kid, his father was like, "What's his name?" So I think his father was either trying to, track him down or wanted to be a Green Lantern. If we're going that route, then John Stewart Jr. We're doing the whole the
Arrow
thing of having a senior and a junior. How Lex in the Snyderverse was Lex Luthor Jr.
Alexander.
Well, and almost kind of technically an Arrow thing too, because what is it Diggle's stepfather or adopted father was named Stewart.
Which weirdly enough, they gave him the name. They gave him the name of John Stewart's comic grandfather, Roy Stewart. I was like, okay.
So then technically, John Diggle could have also been John Stewart. So oh man, it's still like I love seeing this new version of John Stewart, but it's still sad that we never got to see Diggle like really do anything with the ring.
Maybe he'll make a cameo. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be great.
Not only that, but like we obviously got that stuff never happened, but we never got to see the full extent of what Wayne T. Carr was going to do with the character either. So it's like all these different pseudo versions of John Stewart, or he almost appears, but then he doesn't. It's like we actually have John Stewart in live action now. Finally,
it's so funny how just like how afraid DC has been to like show anything Green Lantern related.
Just because one movie didn't do good.
Since the 2011 movie. And again, the most we'd gotten Green Lantern wise up until this point was in Stargirl.
And it's not even a bad movie. Like it's not like a
which was still great, but
it's not a great movie. I don't think it's like good, but like people like Ryan especially acts like it's the worst sin upon man. I'm like it's a
well, I think it's just because it's a joke.
True.
Lance, keep your mic green for Green Lantern.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? If not for that movie, he wouldn't have met his wife.
To do it.
That's true. But yeah, I think we're gonna be wrapping up this episode. I think we'll be wrapping this up. Some big shows. We obviously said
the big
farewell.
My favorite wrestler.
Hey, it's the big show.
We all thought the same thing, and Darren's like, I don't know what you guys are doing.
No, like we wrapped up X-Men, we wrapped up Superman. So going forward, we'll have more time to spend on Lanterns, and then we'll probably find some other stuff to talk about with Lanterns over these next couple weeks.
Oh,
I mean,
shit. Yeah, sorry, no. I
what's
just
that?
read that. I just read that comment. Sorry. Yeah, that was depressing. Holy shit.
Which comment?
Naruto's.
Oh, about the actress
That
who plays Kyrie passed away this week.
that was depressing. Good lord.
Yes.
For any Heroes fans, that was the lead. That's Claire.
Heroes, Scream, what for? Kingdom Hearts.
She's Dot in A Bug's Life.
Dot, yeah, it's crazy stuff. But yeah, we'll be covering Lanterns next week. Probably some other stuff too. I'll let you guys know what the plan is over these next couple weeks. But I want you guys to have a chance to do shout outs and all the things you guys got working on here. Taz, you working on anything? Anything you're
yeah, so this past week I got up a little bit of a clip from the stream last week. I might clip a couple more things here, and then this weekend is the Modern Warfare 4 beta. So maybe I'll have some content up for that. Maybe just like a quick little first impressions review. So yeah, be on the lookout.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I've
How are
got Jesus. I've got a video talking about the end of X-Men 97 coming out, one talking about this first Lanterns episode, and a lot of my other kinds of content that I do outside of TV, game rankings, costume rankings, let's plays, secrets videos, all that jazz. Last Levels on Sundays, inching closer and closer towards monetization and 2K, so getting close to both those goals. And we just had a Lost Levels stream yesterday where we're getting close to being done with Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Not quite sure what's going to fill in that slot yet, but we're going to figure it out as we get closer. And we've got a Skyrim stream this upcoming Sunday. So, yeah.
Heck yeah. Jake, I have a question.
Oh, no.
Are you going to be covering the new season of...
You're funny.
All right, and Lance.
Oh, hi. Ranger Nation is canceled because they canceled Power Rangers.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But no, the only constant content that will be going on my channel for the time being will be Party Nation. Be on the lookout for reviews. I don't know how they'll be, but I mean, you won't see the inside of my studio for the foreseeable future for right now. But yeah, gonna try to keep posting content. That's all I got.
All right, man. Well, best of luck to you. I hope you find a mansion to live in. That's $5 a month.
And there was no ghosts in it.
Yes.
I wouldn't
like in
mind
Darren's
those.
room.
You know what? I can deal with some ghosts if they're just chill. If they just chill out, play some Uno, just hang out. I don't mind. I don't mind some dead people as long as they don't haunt me.
What about Nosferatu and he keeps flickering the lights?
I didn't watch SpongeBob.
Nosferatu.
The fact that you know what that's a reference to, even though you haven't seen it, confirmed Darren is not an alien.
That's true. That's true.
I should have a pipeline Thursday. We'll be back next week with more Lanterns and more all that jazz. So
You know what? I might
the better Secret
I might join the
Invasion.
stream next week again too, just cause.
Will you
only
have
time
another
allowed,
burger?
Lance. Oh, that's a good question.
You have to have a different burger every week now.
Chicken sandwich this week.
It's going to be like 8 weeks of different burger sponsorships.
Yeah, and we'd like a review from every place, and we got to find the best burger by the end of this season of Lanterns.
This episode is sponsored by Arby's.
Arby's.
We have the meats.
Arby's, eat fresh. No, I think canceled. It's crazy. All right, guys. Great to see ya. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.